Downtown Kingston on this Wednesday morning. We're hoping spring is right around the corner. We can guarantee you this, that championship round certainly is. It begins tomorrow. One tragically hip way. It is downtown Kingston. It is the Leon Center as Tim Hortons Brier continues this morning. Our feature is Newfoundland and Labrador taking on PEI. Glad you're watching our show, The Morning Draw. Brian Mudrick joined by Kathy Gushue. And what a day we had yesterday. You had the Manitoba Miracle. What a shot from Jason Gunlickson. And then the Saskatchewan Gunslinger as Matt Dunstone had an epic day in his second Brier appearance. That is a day he will never forget.
Well, we've talked about the depth of this field, and over as I watch the updates, Brian, there has been so many fantastic shots, and for Matt Dunstone, it was a very special day.
And it wasn't just the day and how he played. How about the teams that he played against? Draw 11. This was against Team Canada and Kevin Cooey.
And a very low-scoring game, but not reflective at all of the style of play. Lots of rocks in play, but big weight ability by both teams. The mistake from Kevin Cooey came in 9 when he stuck the blank, giving Matt Dunstone last rock in 10, and he used it.
And that is perfect draw weights, as Matt Dunstone had consecutive games of 100%. It's never been done in one day as a skip at the Brier. That is sensational. And Kathy, not just those numbers, but look at the teams he did it against.
Well, and that shows the depth. For Matt Dunstone, sometimes you need a break, and he got it early with Steve Laycock and Jim Cotter. Found a way to win, made a really good shot, and it seems to have flicked a switch.
Unbelievable. He hopes to keep that rolling. He's already moved on to that championship round of 8. He's definitely in. Team wildcard rolling, and some stumbles now for Team Ontario in their home province. Alberta, they're cruising. Brendan Bottcher, 7-3 winners, and Northern Ontario keeping their hopes alive, 6-2. This is the final day of this Pool A and B round robin. The top 4 from each group moves on to that championship round of 8, and that'll begin tomorrow. So critical, New Brunswick, for example, a big day they can win themselves in. Lots to be decided. You see wildcard Saskatchewan, Alberta over in Pool B. They are already guaranteed a spot. All right, Kathy, let's start with our feature, and we'll begin with PEI and Brian Cochrane. He has played well. A lot of draw in this morning draw, and we can expect a lot more draws against Newfoundland and Labrador.
Well, that is their style of play, and they're very, very good at it. Like to cluster up the 4-foot. I'm sure he's still shaking his head as how he lost yesterday in a game he controlled, but he came victim to another wonderful Brier shot.
So many great last-second shots at this Brier. Meantime, Brad Gushue, Newfoundland and Labrador, 2-time Brier winner. And it's funny, he had a game at 96%, yet we still could see better curling from Brad Gushue. Hard to believe.
Well, I know, and for us, we don't think that it's been a problem, but Brad Gushue will be the first to tell you that the numbers are good, but he still does not have that confidence in precision draw weight, and against this PEI team, boy, you need it. Slide behind the tee line, they are on top of you before you know it.
Welcome to Wednesday. It will be a big day at the Tim Hortons Brier as tomorrow the championship round of 8 begins. And of course, last year, 3 losses. That was all you could afford to make the final weekend. First rock next.
The 2020 Tim Hortons Brier is brought to you by Home Hardware. Here's how.
Hard towards that red guard. He's made it by. Here comes that tap. Wiggles the yellow, and that is a great shot.
Try to get something red moving.
Ian McCauley is trying to do just that. What can he clean up? Bang, bang. Gets 2 reds going. Pretty nice.
Yep. Whoa! Whoa! Gushue, so thin. Whoa! Come on over. You got it. So thin. So thin. He got it.
What a shot that was for a blank earlier this week. That was outstanding. All right, Wednesday. Glad you're with us. It's time to meet the teams in our feature, and it's brought to you by Home Hardware. Here's how. We begin with Team PEI out of the Cornwall Curling Center. Skip Brian Cochrane, 3rd Ian McCauley, 2nd Morgan Curry, and at lead Mark O'Rourke. Team Newfoundland and Labrador out of the Remax Center in St. John's. Your skip Brad Gushue, your 3rd Mark Nichols, 2nd Brett Gallant, and lead Jeff Walker. Brian Cochrane ready to roll. He's got the broom ready. And that means that Newfoundland and Labrador with hammers are on the Yellowstones, PEI, the Redstones. Championship round of 8. The Grade 8, Kathy, beginning tomorrow. Both these teams making that final push to ensure they get there. We talked about it last year. Brendan Bottcher, he was team wildcard 8-3. Those 3 losses, all you could afford to make the final championship round on the weekend. So we're underway. Critical game. Lead Stones here from Mark O'Rourke.
And what's made it worse is we thought that because the field was so deep that there may not be undefeated teams, that there would be teams with 1 loss, 2 losses, that there would be a lot of bunching, but that's not the case. We definitely have some teams that have put themselves in, and so for those that are not yet in, need to fight very hard, even to get yourself into a tiebreaker.
So Jeff Walker will play the hits as Brad had the broom down right away. Could have threw a corner up, but we'll keep things clean. It looks like you're Kathy in this first end.
Well, they're coming off a day yesterday when the ice conditions started to change very much in the afternoon draw, more so than the evening. But even in the evening with some frost creeping in, temperatures in the building going up. And I think that for both teams will want, whether they were on the ice or watching it on TV, to have a sense of comfort that it's gone back to what they think it has been. And certainly it's cold in the building this morning and they should be fine.
And if you're watching our coverage for the first time and don't know the story, so Brian Cochrane, the skip, he has been cleared medically to use that whistle, and that helps him to let his sweepers know when to go and when to get off when it comes to the sweeping.
He does. He has a condition where he has non-cancerous nodes that continue to plague him since the age of 4, has had over 40 surgeries and will continue to need more. And so that does impact his ability to yell. You'll hear him start to yell when they get hog line in, but this is not a case of somebody who's just lost their voice from a cold. It is a medical condition that's been approved by Curling Canada for use of that whistle.
I want this fairly tight. I want it fairly tight on this line.
Right on the O, we're just past it.
Go, 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 go.
So really here comes the corner guard game.
Okay, Jeff.
That's fine.
Good weight.
Tight ice for a corner guard, too.
Yeah.
So a corner guard and now the center guard here to come from Morgan Curry. First Brier appearance for Curry. He was part of the team that won Canadian gold, World Senior gold with Brian Cochrane. And pretty exciting few years for him, winning the Canadian Seniors in 2016 in Digby, Nova Scotia, then in Stratford, Ontario in 2018, and the World Senior gold medal in 2019 in Norway.
Well, you have to think that for this PEI team that fatigue is starting to be a factor, not because of age, but because of style of play. There's not a lot of running up and down with this team. You're going to see Brian draw and go around and go around, and because the ice conditions are so quick, they're sweeping every stone.
Whoa. Make roll there.
Yeah, T.
T-line. Whoa, 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 whoa. Back
Line will get there, though.
Tons and tons of line.
A little bit, Mark.
You don't need it for weight.
Whoa, if you're heavy, though.
T-line, back 4. We're wide open right now.
Well, unlike yesterday, we are seeing Newfoundland Labrador utilize their corner guards.
Don't think you can go too much here.
Yeah.
Well, Brian, I just talked about the fatigue factor for PEI with all of the draws that he's played, but that is one of their keys to success, is to keep on drawing. It's something that they're very good and very precise at. And the big battle today is at third, with Ian 15th amongst thirds and Mark Nichols up amongst the leaders. A big game by Ian certainly puts Brian in a better position in terms of shots.
Hard. Real hard. Real hard. You got Mark. Real hard. Real hard.
Right up, Mark. Right up, right up, right up, right up. Roll it, Ian. Roll it, roll it, roll it.
Good shot, Mark.
And when you talk about thirds, he was given a nickname years ago at the Olympics. They called Mark Nichols Bam Bam because of his upweight ability. And when there are lots of rocks in play that PEI will force, he's going to need that big weight ability and that draw weight precision. Brad talks about trying to draw to a specific area, not only for this game, but moving forward, needs to find that and take that with him.
Keys to the game brought to you by Scotty's, Canada's #1 tissue.
Less positive.
Back 8 or back 12.
Well,
Yeah.
whoa. Whoa, Mark, off.
Back 12.
I'm trying to get it.
Line's good.
Line's getting good. Pretty good. Line's
Whoa,
good.
line's good.
Yep. Hard for line now. Hard. Looks light. Hard. Hard for line. Hard. Okay. Whoa. Okay, good shot.
Hold the line. That is shot stone, partially covered behind that corner guard.
Just off it for so long.
Yeah, it was a better throw, too.
Go here up. Go here.
Well, already a very different game than yesterday morning when we brought you this PEI team in Manitoba. Manitoba throwing the corner guards, but then kept going to the center because PEI did. Very few hits thrown in that game. This, Brad Gushue is forcing the play to the wings.
Really hard. Hard, boys, hard. Go.
That's a nice shot. Chips the yellow sideways and then rolls play towards the center line.
I threw. Yeah. Threw here in practice.
Weight's good.
Whoa.
Great numbers in his 16th Tim Hortons Brier appearance. Incredible. We've seen this team many, many years here.
Hard, Jeff. Hard. Okay.
Great weight.
Heavy?
I think it's good. For early.
Seven.
Line's good. Line's
And
good.
in here in his
Line's
second
good.
Brier appearance,
Lots
5-6
Line's
record
tight.
back in
Line's tight.
2003.
Get over, Carl.
That was
Get
in
over,
Halifax. He was the second
Weight
there for
goes.
Brian
The line's
Cochrane.
real good. Morgan, yep.
Hard. Hard. Go every inch. Go.
Whoa.
Nice shot.
Yeah, pretty good spot.
Very nice.
Top 8.
Great position in front of the tee line, fully buried.
The speed there.
Pretty much normal. Just
Like first of the week.
yeah, just flick.
And that reference point is throwing out yesterday afternoon and
Good.
evening
Yep.
where it got a little bit slower.
Weight's good. Weight's good. Heavy hack. Heavy hack.
Hard.
Good weight. Should have been off that.
I thought we were getting by.
No, the problem for Mark is they tried to get it by, but the get off of it was just so that you clunk that center stone harder. He grazed it over, but still a very difficult shot to remove because 90% of it is buried.
So what are we talking, like not fast like yesterday?
No, not yet.
Just like the rest of the week.
After you, I need to get my cleats.
So we can go in, we can, with the line, we can touch it, whatever.
Okay.
Just a hair in. So you have to give it a little bit, eh, Mark?
Yep.
This will be a pretty good spot. A track that would have been worn down a little bit during the draws to the button.
And a real chance to try force Brad Gushue here in the first.
5-6.
Whoa.
5. Whoa.
Just finish it. Finishing.
Good.
Okay. Nice weight.
Nice weight.
I was thinking more like this.
Yeah, if you have right behind
Yeah,
GP
then,
here,
then
and you
it's
can
wide open.
almost
If we
see
nose and
close
we
to edge,
gear,
that
he
red
might grab
stone.
the draw.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's my concern. Although if we can get normal to the nose.
You're springing it, and then he's rolling away.
Okay, let's try a solid board.
Solid board. Are we trying to get as close to nose as we can?
Yeah, if it's not going, get that little roll.
Yeah.
Well, the nose would be the double. But with the weight that you need to push both stones out, it is full nose, and the concern with the weight is, will you actually get underneath?
Yeah,
but that's the goal.
It's more sunk than I'd like.
And after all those years of battling and getting to the Tim Hortons Brier, and this for Brad Gushue, appearance number 17, finally breaking through in his home city, St. John's 2017, winning that gold medal, then went back-to-back winning in Regina. Just 3 losses, Cathy, during those 2 years, and last year in Brandon. Failing to win again, 9-3 record. But back here again, 2020 in Kingston. Bang, make the double. How far will that redstone spin as Mark Nichols is on it, and that is just lovely touch early here from the skip.
Well, you saw his numbers. We talked about Matt Dunstone having back-to-back 100%, but even with that, Brad still leads all skips. This is very close to the guard. Only way to get to the nose and remove both.
You know, I chatted this week after that game with Jeff Walker about that incredibly, amazingly played game between Northern Ontario and Newfoundland Labrador. We saw off the Sting the blank. That was a blank. That double was for a blank in 9. And Jeff said, man, I had the best seat in the house. That was an epic game. The shots that were made, he said it was a blast to just be there and get to watch how well both teams played. And there is a miss given right back. So just like that, what a turn of events. And now the skipper's deuce from Brad Gushue. Just got to draw, hit paint.
14-3 on Brian's first.
That's theirs. I think it's still close to draw the button.
What?
I think it's still close to draw the button.
Yeah,
that's what I mean.
It might be a hair slower. Yeah, they're a little
There's
softer.
your old timing lower.
Yeah.
Softer talking about releases.
Just give us 2 feet more in the draw is perfect.
Yeah. Okay.
Now, if you're Brad Gushue, you're probably wondering what happened with that 1%. He is a guy that puts his heart and soul into this game and the training. That's another thing Jeff talked about when talking about a skip. He works so hard at this game and holds himself to a very high level. Obviously, you can see it in the results in the resume.
Well, and for the scorers, they look at, did he draw? Did he make the draw? But for Brad, if he's drawing on a shot like this, his goal would have been to hit the 4-foot. So the fact that it didn't, he's going to be thinking,
Never heavy.
He's kind of let it go.
He'll take that.
I think
as it looked like PEI might force, not happening.
What's that?
As Brad Gushue picks up 2 in the first.
Well, the line was fine. It would have been.
Glad you're with us on this Wednesday morning. Brian Mudrick, Cathy Gauthier with you. A 2-0 advantage for Newfoundland and Labrador. It was a mistake there in that first end from Brian Cochrane, wrecking on the guard. And for a while, Cathy, the way the end was playing out, it looked like PEI was going to force, and Brad Gushue still found a way to score his pair.
That's one of those shots for Brian Cochrane when you've got a stone that's fully buried. If he's able to come right on top, now Gushue's in lots of trouble, but he gave him an opening and a great shot by Brad Gushue, because not only did he make the double, but he left his shooter partially under cover, and it was that guard that got in the way for Brian.
I think, eh?
I think so.
I think so.
Keep on style.
Edge 8's close.
Speed will be okay. And just watch it. It might be a touch slower.
Yeah.
I won't try to throw any extra, I don't think, eh?
John Epping, obviously representing Ontario this year in Kingston, and Brad Jacobs, Northern Ontario. Last home province to win was indeed Brad Gushue and his team in St. John's back in 2017.
Weight's pretty good.
Not a huge ad. I think your line's going to be tight, Mark. Line's tight.
Weight's good. Broom line. Broom line.
Big.
And I think even for us, it was a really special thing when the crowd is
Insane,
just so on board for the team that is their home team. It's a pretty special moment.
Short. Hard, 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 hard. Okay, whoa. Need to move early.
So this is a big day for a number of teams, including Team Manitoba, Jason Gunlickson, what a shot yesterday for the win. He's at 3-2, wants to stay at 2 losses in our feature. A must-win for Brian Cochrane. Yukon, BC, in tough, obviously. They're not going to make the championship round. And for Team New Brunswick, though, James Grattan, if he can win a pair here, puts himself in great position, not only just to play on Thursday and make the championship round, but 2 losses. Keep it
Have
there.
a really good record.
You're
Brian.
looking really good to get yourself into the final weekend, which is the goal of all these teams.
Go hard. Go hard. Yep.
Shot.
So, with all that being said, update time, New Brunswick, Northwest Territories. So, James Grattan, 3-2 record coming in. But don't sleep on this guy, Jamie Cooey. He comes to play each and every game, and he should give Grattan and company from Oromocto a tough test.
Well, it looks like he's trying to throw soft enough weight to get some motion. If he can get by the guards and keep curling, the tap back potential is for 2.
Hard. Hard.
That guard coming up quick, buy it, tap it, and no, just stops. So pretty close to 2. He'll settle for a single as Jamie Cooey now with hammer. 1-0 after 1.
I like nosing that yellow.
New Brunswick, one of those provinces still looking for their first ever Brier title. Same for Prince Edward Island. And for the longest time, Newfoundland and Labrador, that one from Jack McDuff back in 1976. Kathy, I had the pleasure of interviewing him, ice level, the year it went back to St. John's, the year that Brad obviously won. One memory from that, well, 2 actually stand out to me. The Brier Tankard crowd surfing in the patch after the win. That was insane. You just never see that. And there was hurricane winds. They almost lost the ice because the power went out for about half an hour. I remember I went outside to do a hit for CTV Newsnet, and I'm like, really? What if I blow away here? But it was remarkable, all the side stories and the things going on, and then obviously the win. It was pretty special, and the fan support. It felt like a rock concert every time this team was on the ice, literally.
Well, they've got their challenges here because PEI has made some really great shots, including drawing between that stone belonging to themselves.
Well, there's Bam Bam, one of your keys, and he's a guy that can bail you out of trouble big time.
Sweet.
That he can. It got a bit of a break, PEI did, in rubbing off the yellow stone, going directly behind the corner. The other thing Mark did beyond getting rid of the stone in the house is he got rid of the corner guard.
Meantime, Manitoba and Jason Gunlickson, a good start there, up 2-0, and a blank. So Jim Cotter, he throws the 4th stone, and Laycock the skip for BC. They'll keep hammering 2.
Our clock's up.
Oh, goes with the belt.
And just an adjustment there on the microphone. Kathy, it's so funny. We talk about this field, and we knew there's going to be some outstanding teams that just don't make that championship round or the final weekend. I was doing Winnipeg radio yesterday, and obviously they're going to ask about Jason Gunlickson and that win and some of the surprise stories and whatnot. I would suggest it was the 4th or 5th question where they finally asked about Brad Gushue. A 2-time champ, Olympic gold medalist. You know what I mean? Like, it's so funny that a guy like, he was the 5th team brought up, and it's just incredible how strong this field is. And there is that jam. Shot stone now back 4, belonging to Gushue.
Well, he was trying to play the double. He needed to hit the other stone first so that the other yellow stone that wound up being sent directly back onto their shot stone would have gone across the top.
What's this going to do?
Like that ice.
Yeah, like it's
go across.
Get the weight right. Nice throw. Perfect.
A little hard.
Yep, heavy board. Pretty good though.
Pretty hard. Whoa.
Not bad. It's close.
Brent.
Hard, Brett. Hard, Brett. No roll. No roll. No roll. We're going way over. Whoa, 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 whoa. Good shot.
Want to stick around and have lots of separation for the force?
Heavy.
That was under 10, I think.
Okay.
Oh, sorry. That was under 10, I'd say. Good shots.
Thanks.
Ian still making his way to the hack.
Real hard.
Hurt.
Really hard.
Hurt.
Interesting, Kathy. Not that they can't throw it. I know they can, obviously, but you just...
I was surprised by the call. Just from what we've seen at a PEI, I thought that he would play the freeze.
We haven't seen that, and that's exactly to your point. They play that tap game, quiet weight, and we haven't seen them throw the high hard one. It just hasn't, and we've covered a ton of PEI
You were
games
just
this week.
bored. I'm trying to make sure I'm at least bored. I think that ice is good. Yeah, I think so too. Dead nose, right? Yeah, right on the nose. You can roll in a rock. It's not bad.
Good board.
Clean.
Easy.
Clean.
Good board.
Yep.
Whoa. Clean.
Yep.
Hard.
Yep.
Whoa. Clean. Clean.
Kathy, you get the sense that yesterday, you know, smart guy, savvy guy, veteran skip Brian Cochrane sort of dictated how he wanted to play the game against Manitoba yesterday, Jason Gunlickson. And that guy right there, Brad Gushue, he's going to do what he wants to do. And
Yeah, I had no idea.
Well,
Stuck up on me.
He will.
Oh, okay.
He's talking about bumping into each other earlier. He will, and now it looks like he's playing the freeze. Yesterday, we saw PEI's very clear game plan against Jason. They went to the middle. They forced the shot.
Same speed as last stand there.
Lying two or facing two on Ian's last stone, you would expect them to not be making the hit and roll, but to actually play that freeze as we saw yesterday. It is their strength. He instead decided to try the hit. And so now going back to the freeze. So the strategy kind of going up and down this morning.
7-8.
Line's good.
Weight's fine. Weight's fine. The weight's good.
Whoa, let it curl.
Cheers,
Whoa.
Morgan.
No room. Be here. Be here.
Great weight.
Got it.
Nice weight.
Another inch.
Yeah.
weight was perfect, and you heard it from the skipper. Just had to curl up a little bit more.
But play nose, obviously, anywhere high side. You like it?
Yeah. So are you throwing?
Like an easy peel.
Okay.
Solid normal type of thing.
Play the shooter, or do you want to play?
Try and stick the shooter.
Okay.
So a couple options for Brad Gushue. For sure you want to get rid of the stone, and you hit it on the nose and both go. The question is, where do you want your shooter to go? If you stick right there, you're going to force Brian Cochrane to play the hit. If you roll a little bit, he may go to the draw.
Yeah.
So this is about dictating what your opponent will have to throw and where his shooter goes. And I think I heard him say he wants to hit it so that the shooter sticks around, so forcing the hit game.
Easy peel.
Clean.
Oh.
Yep.
Hard.
Yep.
Clean. Clean.
A
You're
little
good.
bit on the shooter. No. Good sweep.
Way it goes, so the force is on. It'll be the hit for one for PEI Brian Cochrane.
Thanks.
As Brad Gushue has the most Brier wins, Kathy, in appearances as a skip, and
Shot, Brad.
now closing in on Glenn Howard for career Brier games, as well as Glenn lost out in that play-in game, that wild card game to Mike McEwen. And since that win, Mike McEwen and company, they haven't blinked. They have been outstanding.
Solid board, Morgan.
Okay.
Final stone here in two.
4 plus.
A hit against two.
4 plus.
Yep.
Board weight playing that out-turn tap to pick up his single.
It's got to come up.
Clean it. Clean it.
Clean it now. You're good. You're good. That boy.
As it picks up the curl. Nose hit single for PEI. On this Wednesday morning at the Leon Center. 2-1. Gushue leads.
The 2020 Tim Hortons Brier is brought to you by OK Tire and BKT Tires, by Tim Hortons, the official coffee of Curling Canada, and by New Holland, proud sponsor of Curling Canada.
Welcome back inside the Leon Center. This is a fabulous building. It holds about 6,700 people. And the second time that the Brier in Kingston, last time in 1957, won by Alberta's Matt Baldwin. They went 10-0 and won that at the Memorial Center. And a relatively new building, Kathy, but for the ice technicians, all the rain outside has made for some interesting action and situations and hard work inside the building.
It really has. It is so typical that between draws, the doors go open and all the cold air comes in. And they haven't been able to do that every draw because yesterday between the morning and the afternoon it was pouring outside. You can't bring humidity in. You start messing with dew point and then you start losing your ice. Last night they brought in engineers to try to trick the air conditioning units to come on. In arenas, standard protocol is that unless outside is 10 degrees or warmer, they will not go on. I talked to the ice crew this morning, John Wall, one of the co-ice technicians. They were not able to make that happen. So the air conditioning units are not working, which means they will have to rely on opening the door after this draw and trying to bring in that outside air to maintain conditions in the afternoon and evening today.
So Greg Owasco, John Wall working overtime behind the scenes.
A lot of it.
Update time, the update on the left side of your screen between Nunavut and Team Manitoba. And it is Nunavut shot stone, and it looks like, I'm assuming that's a draw. I guess you could try the split, Kathy. Is this a draw for two?
I believe so.
Turn draw?
Close. Whoa. Clean.
So down by 2 to Manitoba. As Jake Higgs, the import from Ontario, trying to pick up Nunavut's first win here at the Brier.
Needs the curl.
Need to curl.
Hard.
Curl. Curl.
Okay.
Split might have been there if they let that curl a bit more. They'll take the bump in. Would you have tried it, Kathy, 2-2 after 2? Would you have tried the split after looking at the house again?
It's hard, Brian, because there was a guard that was right beside it. So it's early on. You want to make sure of your 2. It's risk and reward, and I'm not sure what the ice is doing out there, but for sure he got his 2, which was the most important thing.
Have a look. Fight the tee. It's going to really curl, though, Jeff.
All right, Jeff, stay down.
It's going to really swing here.
Stay down, Jeff.
Keep going. Keep going. That's good. That's good.
Good. Nice shot. Good shot. Good brushing, guys.
Real good.
Last time we checked in on Sheet D, New Brunswick, Northwest Territories, James Grattan had a chance to come in, play a quiet tap, get 2. He only was able to get his single. And look at that outside biter. So what a chance to respond for Jamie Cooey and a draw for 3.
Needs any part of the paint for that 3rd point.
Hard, Cole. Big strokes, Cole.
As Jamie Cooey looking for his first 3 with Hammer this week, and what an opportunity, just needs to find paint.
Keep it moving, boys. Good brush.
Meantime, in our feature, the hit and roll to the 8-foot, and that's a nice draw weight. So, 3 on the board, a 3-1 lead. Not a must-win for New Brunswick, but man, they would love to stay at 2 losses with 2 games today.
Well, some opportunities being missed on this sheet by both teams. But a chance now to like 2.
Sorry, Kathy, New Brunswick, I'm just going to say, has team wild card tonight to close out. So
Good weight.
a long day and a tough day for James Grattan to try and make that championship round tomorrow.
Whoa, Jeff! Roll it! Whoa. Okay.
Is that heavy at all, or is it good?
Anything.
Good. I'm going to do this. Rather freeze? Okay.
Well, a very different Brian Cochrane this morning than we saw yesterday. Yesterday was very determined, and I almost wonder if because the Brian Cochrane team is not on the tour, maybe don't know Gunnar as well, just really force the draw game. Not only is Brad Gushue well known, but he's very well known to this team. Just seems to be much more tentative this morning about playing the draw, maybe concerned about giving up big points.
Whoops. I think so too.
And the body language
does tell it all, doesn't it?
Tough one there for Ian.
Half the forefoot.
Fight the four.
Yeah.
What's the speed here?
He's good. I think it's
Quick
like
spot?
14.5 to tee, I think.
You think it's draw the button speed?
Yeah, really close.
Okay. Yeah.
Now this is to take away that in-turn side, to come down and freeze, knowing that your opponent's still going to have the out-turn side, but the in-turn side is the best opportunity to get shot on a freeze.
Top four, weight's good.
Play the weight. Line's good.
Line's good.
Weight's good.
Let's go, bet.
Go ahead. Line's great.
Top eight.
Gotta go a
Line's good. Top eight. Line's good. Right to my broom, guys. Got to go for weight.
So watch
Hard.
Jeff Walker's sweep. I
Gotta go
overheard
hard.
the interview that you did with him yesterday, Brian, where he talked about his arm damaged in that year
The
with
shoulder,
Newfoundland,
yeah.
the shoulder, and saying that if it was just pain, he would have played through it, but he just didn't even have that option.
No, didn't have the power, and said it was just awful to have to watch his teammates drag in that final stone. But it's amazing how that medicine pays off with a Brier tankard afterwards, and what a thrill. What a thrill to do it in St. John's as well.
Knock around, bud.
Well, for Ian, didn't make the first one, but a great opportunity to redeem yourself here. Still some room with that last stone belonging to Newfoundland and Labrador, stopping in the 8-foot to get to the 4-foot and be shot.
Go, Marty.
Hurry! Hurry hard!
Ian McCauley trying to get one in there, and this has been a big scrub
Lean on it!
for Mark
Keep
O'Rourke
going.
and Morgan Curry,
Keep
and
going,
a
keep
little rub.
All right. Good throw. Good throw.
A lot of rocks in the house for Yukon and British Columbia, and it appears that Thomas Scoffin is lying 2, Kathy.
I
Looks
agree.
like 2 to me.
Yeah, I agree.
But 1 to come, and it is Jim Cotter that throws the final rock.
Just hit it
Steve
a little
Laycock,
high.
the skip. Cotter, 4th rock thrower. Broom is down. And it looks like this might be a draw, or he could play the tap too, depending on the size. Hard to say. Straight draw, or maybe tap the yellow.
Well, I think the call is the draw to get through the port. Obviously, you're right, Brian. If it hangs out, he could play the tap, but trying to throw draw weight.
Never have you guys. Go ahead. Good sweep.
And that is good draw weight from
Very
Jim Cotter.
nice.
Yeah, that was draw the entire way, and perfect weight. So they're tied up at 1 after 3.
Thanks.
Yeah, there's like no air, right? So, I mean,
What I'm saying, I just don't want to roll a little bit, Brett, and then chip this to kind of right
I don't think
there.
you're-
want to throw enough
I don't
weight
think-
so that, best case, this hangs on here, I think.
Yeah, I was thinking board.
Yeah, like,
I threw board weight here in the first end and it ran
Yeah.
good.
Do you like board or do you want less?
basically nose with board is good.
Nose is fine.
Sliver
Like
low.
he's got a little bit of room, but we got access to this here.
Yeah.
If you could roll half a rock, it's ideal.
I think we're always touching that back one enough to get rid of it.
and like I said, I don't mind killing that or pushing it to
Yeah,
here.
pushing it back, for sure. Here, Brad.
Just here, yeah.
I was heavy last end.
Okay.
The challenge is when he says there's no air from the hack,
Just board.
this
I
is
threw
the
this in the
stone that
first
he is
end.
concerned about. But if they're able to get to the nose and move that stone, he does feel that this stone will go out.
Board weight.
So board weight, and the choice of weight is because it is edge to edge from the hack. He cannot see anything to the inside. And this board weight is the weight that the players out here this week have said is the most difficult to throw accurately, because if you throw a little
Jeff.
more, it runs out. And this is what Jeff Walker's trying to do and make it curl.
Little tap, spinning red stone.
It's a little hard.
And 1, 2, 3.
Same weight as last
As
time.
Newfoundland Labrador.
That hard, hey?
Keep in mind with hammer here in the third and applying some
It
serious
was
heat
below 10 last
on
time.
Brian Cochrane.
Yeah, we were again.
I think it was under 10. At least as much as last time.
It all depends where you hit this, but
Well, Jeff working hard to make it move over. You've heard the discussions, feeling that Mark threw just that little bit more than the weight that he wanted.
I thought I gave you tight ice too.
I thought it was tight ice too,
Yeah.
so I was.
Yeah, I think that's probably, you probably threw it a little hard, but.
Yeah.
Yes, it's no good to freeze there. You can just blast it and stay there.
Yeah, we blast.
Either you freeze right here,
Right.
or you're trying to win off.
We freeze here, he blasts, and we go here.
Maybe.
Or hit and roll.
New Brunswick, Northwest Territories, left side of your screen. That is the update sheet. And 2 in the rings belonging to Jamie Cooey. So this will be the out-turn hit for James Grattan to score a single. So a good force.
And lots of pressure. Last end we saw Jamie Cooey and his team have the opportunity for 3 that they took. And now forcing.
Clean up! Clean up!
A pair of bronze medals all time many years ago at this event for Grattan. 80% on hits this week, and that's a lovely one to get a single. As Jamie Cooey leads 3-2 after 3.
Now back here they talked about potentially playing the freeze in that pocket. The problem is you play the freeze in the pocket, Gushue could choose to ignore it and draw to line 3, because a freeze in front of the tee line means that Newfoundland Labrador would be lying 2. So they're trying to play a soft weight to hit and roll under a little bit.
Nice shot.
Like that.
Nice shot.
Which way do you want to play it? Well, I think there's a decent chance he draws here either way, but.
That misses it, hey?
We played this in turn, we know it curls.
We touch it, but I think it's fine.
Just board. Like easy
Board
board.
weight. Just try to roll the shooter to.
There is a little bit available on both sides, so he could choose to pick the red stone because he can see a little bit, or he can try to pick his own sideways to get rid of it, which is what he's choosing.
What are you throwing, Brad? Easy board?
Just board, yeah.
And he's trying to throw softer weight to enough
Like
to
that
get the
ice.
red stone out, but
Pretty
to
good, yeah.
keep his shooter around.
Weight's good. Easy board.
Yep.
Hard!
Yes!
Hard!
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 Jeff Walker trying to get by that guard, and they feather it and will. Look at that red, straight sideways, and again, Newfoundland and Labrador lying the 3.
Well, I think that's the Brad Gushue vortex
Curls, that's
scream that
minimum
got
ice,
that
yeah.
by.
Really good sweep.
Yeah, you just saved that for needed times, right?
Yeah,
There you go, Kathy.
if that it spins a little less because he could still roll under, but that in turn I should be able to.
under, man. You can hose it.
Try it.
There's no room. There
I
is
think
no
that
room.
goes.
And you know, you saw Jeff Walker sweeping that. The one thing he told me, and it's a process of getting older, he said maintaining his body now, and whatever it is, physio, acupuncture, stretching, things that when you're young you can get away with it. As he said, I jump on the ice, you know, you do your thing, you get off, you can play, you know, 2-3 games a day and whatever. And now it's about taking care of your body constantly.
I could be talked into a freeze here, but I think I can make this double.
Yeah, I like this.
We could go all the way around, but it's so easy for him to tap it.
It's just a gimme.
Yeah.
Kind of way.
So
I agree with Brian. If you play that out turn draw around, that yellow stone that is biting top 4 is always going to be available to Brad Gushue to run back on a shot stone. So this is about eliminating the damage, trying to make the double.
And if that freeze isn't perfect, Kathy, it could be lights out already. You could give up a 3, maybe a 4.
Easy.
So needs the double.
Come on.
And nothing yet.
Come on. Come on. Come on.
And he'll roll underneath, and that'll be a draw for 3 for Brad Gushue, Newfoundland, Labrador.
Have to come up much more.
Same weight as the first, eh?
Yep.
A little bit less.
Well, his numbers have
Felt
been
very
good
similar
in
to me,
finding ways to utilize last rock and score at least 2 with hammer.
Never hurting it, boys.
And
Brad
just
Gushue,
added
final
to
stone
that.
here in 3, Kathy, and it is beautiful draw weight. It is in the rings easily. Little tap, and 3 on the board.
Good end, guys.
As they are looking to book their ticket as the Gushue Curls cheer on into that championship round tomorrow.
The 2020 Tim Hortons Brier is brought to you by AGI, West Steel, Westfield, Batco, Nico, SureTrack, and more. We are AGI.
Welcome back to the Brier. There's a shot of Adam Casey representing his 4th province at the Brier this year. Of course, he's from Prince Edward Island, representing Manitoba this year. And Brier Gallant, who is also from PEI, representing Newfoundland and Labrador. So where are we going with this? Well, how about a flashback? Salmon Arm, BC, 2009. Oh my goodness, the hair. I love it. PEI's Brier Gallant. Northern Ontario's still in Johnston in 10, down by 1 with hammer. It's a draw to score 2, little bit heavy, but he's got backing of his own stone. 7-6 the win. The province's first men's championships, 1976. What a thrill that is. Gallant, Jamie Danbrook, second Anson Carmody, and of course third Adam Casey, your 2009 Canadian junior men's champions.
Adam Casey has not changed at all. Brier Gallant smiling. He's you got no hair there, buddy. They were watching the Jumbotron and really enjoying that moment. I don't think it ever gets old to see yourself winning again.
I think for winning Canadian juniors, you get the trophy and a free haircut, I believe. Is that the going rate back?
Well, Jock's waiting for a free haircut.
Tapping.
Wasn't real
And
positive.
congratulations
guys.
to the Manitoba teams who are fantastic. Mackenzie Zacharias, your son, Jacques Gauthier, both from Manitoba, winning Canadian junior gold and world gold as well in Russia. That was fantastic. Well
I'm
done.
going to buy this back when I release bounce off in a bit. It's pass it. Whoa, 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 no. Whoa, 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 whoa.
Still
Video
eating the
got him
back
fired up.
Now, lots of pressure on Gunlickson and wildcard teams
Think
from
that picture got
Manitoba
in
with
his head.
Carrie Anerson winning the Scotties as well. There has been a trend so far at these national championships this year.
And how about the wild card game? Tracy Fleury, Jennifer Jones, Manitoba. You have Manitoba, Gunlickson having a great week, and Team Wild Card and Mike McEwen. It's okay. You can keep bragging about your home province.
Yeah, I
It's
will.
fine. Go for it.
And now for the Jets. Won last night.
Yeah, tough loss for the Leafs. Nice win for the Montreal Canadiens. A lot of Habs fans in these parts. Smack dab in the middle of Toronto and
I
Montreal.
guess you
on
choose if you
Highway
live in
401.
this area.
Update time and your update sheet on the left side of your screen. And I think it is Team Manitoba lying the one there, Kathy, and one to come here from Jason Gunlickson.
It does look like it was the Yellowstone that was shot.
Heavy.
Mine's good.
Hey, all you like, but I think it's heavy.
I don't know
Mine's
where
great.
you rank that shot, Kathy. You've watched curling for a million years.
Mine's
Where do you
good.
put that shot that he made to win a game?
And that's the thing, is that we've seen some wonderful
14-9.
shots throughout games on almost all of the sheets. But in a situation where you're trailing and to have an opportunity to win and to see it and to make it, those are the really special shots.
That was awesome. Nice draw there. So he gets his 4-2 Manitoba leads, and that was
Yeah,
all
I thought
over
you were just being
SportsCenter.
I was like, I didn't understand.
Curling's been dominating SportsCenter. It's been awesome to see watching SportsCenter or Jay and Dan at night or the morning loop. And
Finish it, Ian.
these guys have been putting on a show.
Go hard.
Well, they know that,
Get all the way under this
those
one
two
over here.
yellows, there's a double opportunity, and that's why they're trying to utilize the guard and do a very good job of that.
Good. Throw the same weight I threw on my intern this way?
I think it's the same as the intern path over here.
Yeah,
I think this side is a little slower.
yeah, but if I throw the same weight, that was top 8,
Right?
right?
Yep.
You thought it was close.
Yep.
Okay.
That's probably good then, Mark.
So trying to take away the benefit of that come around by coming down on top of it, corner freezing it.
A little heavy.
Well then.
No, I don't think so. Where? Looks pretty good.
Whoa.
I got a little heavy.
Looks
Whoa
heavy.
then.
Back 4.
Off, Brett.
Whoa. Yeah, back 4.
No.
No
Just
line,
behind
guys. Back 4.
No. Whoa.
Top up. Top.
No, it's back.
Whoa,
Just behind
on
T.
its own, on its own, on its own, on its own. We're bouncing. Sit.
Okay, pretty good.
Very nice.
Shot.
One of the things we talk about this team is how they are strong right through, but when you take a look at this back end, Brad Gushue, his numbers are so strong, leads a field that we talk about has so much incredible depth. Mark Nichols, who's setting up those stones for Brad, also so strong. The only game Brad Gushue was not in the 90s was draw 1 when he was still trying to feel out the ice. And Mark Nichols finding ways almost always to outshoot his opponent. When you're set up like that with the back end, the numbers for Brad Gushue are high, but it's also high because of what and whom is throwing before him.
And what a tandem, Kathy, they've been over the years as well. Way back in 2001, Canadian title, and then the World Junior Gold as well, Olympic Gold in Torino with our friend Russ Howard in 2006. So much talk that last month in February about the golden goal, 10 years, Sidney Crosby, where were you? And of course that was the great Kevin Martin team that won. Time flies because I still remember 2006 and their win at the Olympics. And schools were shut down back home on the Rocks so that kids could watch Brad Gushue, Mark Nichols and company win Olympic gold.
Hard, hard.
It also speaks to the value of longevity. These are two people that know each other through good times, through bad times. They know releases. They know when things are struggling, what they need to do. Too often, I think it's, if it doesn't work, let's change it quickly. What's the quick fix? And
a little bit less than what I've been throwing, hey?
Not so much with these two.
And apart for a bit when Mark went out to Manitoba and played with Jeff Stoughton. And then obviously the rest of the story back with Brad Gushue and 2 Brier titles together, World Championship success. And likely some stories they cannot tell, partying with a tankard around St. John's for probably a few months.
Perfect. White defender.
Holy smokes. Okay,
Oh, Mark just straight full on that release. Great brushing to get it over.
Update time again, left side of your screen, New Brunswick and Northwest Territories. This is a key game for James Stratton and Jamie Cooey trying to play spoiler. And every time we peek over, there's been some heat applied, either one skip or the other applying that heat, and this time it's Cooey needing a good draw.
Well, he's facing 3, but the key is that he needs to get a part of the button, at least half a stone in order to score.
Close. Whoa, 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 whoa.
And there you see the red stone biting button, and that will slide a bit too far. So it is a steal of 1. Three after 4.
Whoa! Whoa! Whoa!
Shot.
Pretty good.
Shot.
And that is more what we expected from this PEI team.
Oh, man. Shot, man.
The first one got
Just
caught my hand. Caught my hand on the way out.
And once it's gone, you can't.
Same as
He'll hit and roll corner on. What? He hits and rolls a corner on probably then, but that's fine.
Yeah, if he gets a corner on, then I just blast it. Like, that's going nowhere. I just you get picked, but it's thin.
Okay. I don't mind if you like the stick. That's good.
I think this is easier.
Yeah, stick 3/4. It should go.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
okay.
Plus we've already played it. Yeah.
Well, we look back to it an end ago when Brad Gushue had a difficult shot. He couldn't see it all. They talked about it. PEI was set up as a double opportunity. A great team shot, just squeaks the guard with perfect weight, loses that red stone, spreads out to lie 3, and that would go on.
That's minimum ice, yeah.
That is minimum ice. Wonderful shot.
That is the key shot, brought to you by OK Tire, service, repair, and tires. As we are into skip stones here in 4. Brad Gushue.
Hard on the red.
Bang. How far will that red spill? And far enough. Is that second or third shot? We'll take a peek.
It's third.
It is third, you're right. So moving just enough.
We 2?
I didn't look.
Didn't look.
Move everything over. Yeah. Almost have to go control, eh?
Well, no, you have to miss this, right?
Yeah.
Well, you can throw control, but
How about just control?
I think you gotta hit this pretty thick, don't you?
Yeah.
So you gotta throw more weight, right?
Okay, so control-ish.
Think that's enough?
I do. Firm control. I'll do it firm control.
Well, Ian's not buying what Brian's selling. He wants him to throw more weight, and I know the concern is that they want to roll underneath that guard and maybe even tick that Yellowstone over.
There, we're not second shot.
It's like 3/4, I think, eh?
Yeah. You
So
can't hit
touch
too
it
thin
back.
because it'll go
No,
to
I
the
know.
side.
But I don't think 3/4.
Just touch this over a little bit so that the red stone on the other side comes into play and would lie 2. So it doesn't have to remove it and can't because of the stone behind it, but just needs to move it a couple of inches.
Yep.
Whoa! 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 Close!
Come on. A little more.
Brian Cochrane. Got to curl up for him, roll it across. And he'll tap that yellow, and I think he taps it enough. Just.
I think.
Gosh.
That works. Thanks.
Well, I heard attaboy, I think. That was the end of it. And silence.
The curls are right.
Knows he's going to have a shot.
Still not
I don't
an
think we
easy
can hurt ourselves too much as long as we don't roll out. I guess if we end up rolling to there, though, we might be able to make the double and get that over the top.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
Okay.
Got an inch or 2 of air.
Hot?
I was thinking board.
Okay.
What are you playing?
Well, he just showed you what they're trying to do. Remove the stone and roll just onto the corner. So B shot stone.
You like that ice, guys?
And if he rolls a little bit, very difficult, if not impossible, to have it
To
removed.
make it perfect, we cut him down to a steal of 2.
Oh, boy.
Like an Inukshuk there. Look at that. You got the 2, 3, 4 counting right there.
We can come
Wow,
to our back
Manitoba
when the flying
really
is
applying
good.
the pressure. Our update sheet, left side of your screen. So for Nunavut and Jake Higgs, I don't know what's the play here, Kathy, with that broom.
Well, it's to draw to the 4-foot and cut them down. No way to get shot.
So he's got to wrap it in with the outs here and go wide and hope to catch all the 4-foot. Basically conceding at least a steal of 1, maybe 2 here.
At least.
Stay with it.
Nothing
back
open on the other
Whoa,
side
whoa.
because the guards are up
backing
front.
Whoa, whoa. It's always Christian.
No backing yet.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Off.
No backing.
Off.
An obvious game saver here. And that's got to stop. Now a little bit of backing. Where did it stop?
2 for sure.
2 for sure. And they might have to measure. Could be, I think 3,
3
Kathy.
for sure.
Yeah. I think it's a steal of 3.
I think 3 for sure, and they might measure for 4.
Yeah.
It's gonna curl Smith
Let's
more.
measure those two. You want to measure that one to be
No, that
sure?
one's.
I don't think it is, but
This one's gone. I think it's
Okay.
yellow, but this one's gone.
okay. Measure these.
Okay. So steal of 2 for sure. I think 3. We'll let you know officially
What's heavy?
when they get the measurement down.
What's heavy?
Looks heavy.
Meantime, in our feature, final stone on the way here from
heavy.
Brian Cochrane.
Looks heavy. Looks heavy.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. We're good.
Oh,
We're
yeah.
good.
Now
We're
Brad
good.
Gushue
Looks heavy.
rolling too far.
heavy.
This is a draw for
Heavy
2.
still.
As it finds the
Chopper.
curl. And that is really nice draw weight. So good bounce back end as Brian Cochrane takes advantage. Cochrane lives in Russell, Ontario. The imports on PEI.
Got the old fellas
They're trying to keep it tight. And we'll get you that update on the measure on sheet A when we come back to the Tim Hortons Brier.
Here goes.
Welcome back to our coverage of the Tim Hortons Brier here on this Wednesday. It's the final day of round robin play in pool play A and B. And then we will move on to that championship round, the top 8. And that starts tomorrow here at the Leon Center. In our feature, 5-3, Newfoundland and Labrador leading. Brad Gushue with hammer up by 2, throwing the yellow stones as Brian Cochrane, a nice draw for his pair back in the 4th end.
And the draws last end more typical of the PEI team that we've watched over the last couple of days. The start was a little bit of combination of drawing and hitting and didn't seem to have an end plan in place and saw it last end with some great results.
Need some curl here, Mark.
Here are 2 really good guards by Mark.
Hard, guys. Go, 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 go. Keep going. More.
Good job.
Sweet. Okay.
Probably me.
Good numbers from Morgan this morning.
Mine's good.
Give him over. Trying to duck behind not only their guards, but the staggered
Line's good. Line's
yellow
real good.
stones
Yep,
belonging
yep,
to Newfoundland
yep.
Labrador.
Lean on it, Mark. Lean on it. Lean on it. It's good. It's good.
Good sweep, boys. Good sweep.
And those are the nice draws that we've seen from PEI this week, and that was lovely touch for shot stone.
Straight peel. Straight peel.
Those 1 guards are so important because if there is a huge amount of separation between the high guard and the one that is further, it's almost a straight peel. It's difficult to run and get multiple if they're lined up.
So as promised, the measurement, and it was 1-2, a steal of 3. So a 7-2 advantage. Manitoba looking good to win and beat Nunavut. And if that's the case, they would improve to 4-2. And some big games, Kathy, this afternoon.
Yes.
So if they win, they're guaranteed at least a tiebreaker. You got Manitoba taking on Nova Scotia this afternoon, and Northern Ontario will take on Nunavut. So a massive game for Nova Scotia, Jamie Murphy, and a big game for obviously Brad Jacobs. You have to like their chances, with all due respect to Nunavut. You like their chances to win. So for Jamie Murphy, that is a massive game, and that is this afternoon versus Manitoba. And same for Jason Gunlickson. I mean, you want to keep that record. You take it with you Thursday, and you want to stay at 2 losses.
Straight peel again.
Whoa, Mark.
got?
So looking to replace the long guard out front.
Ian McCauley throwing the in-turn.
Right here. Right here.
Come on, Morgan. Come on. Gotta go.
Whoa. 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 Whoa.
Good shot.
So tough throwing those high guards, Kathy, because if you make it, okay, you're expected to, but the potential to hog it and not even get it over the hog line, that's there as well, and throwing those high ones.
Try the run.
Your body's going tight.
Trying to figure out whether they will play the double peel.
I don't know if it like.
I like the double peel.
Okay.
Make this.
I think that's fine. Straight here, Brett. Like.
Yeah.
Should run pretty straight here, Mark.
Just over the normal, but yeah, straighter for him.
And that double peel made available because of the over curl by Ian.
Yep.
Now they're staggered.
Whoa. Yep. Whoa.
Mark Nichols, 1, clips it, 2, and away they go.
And more importantly, also his shooter went with it.
Thanks, Mike. Yeah.
Update, and that's on the left side of your screen. Sheet D, New Brunswick and Northwest Territories, and you saw the standings in the story earlier. New Brunswick really needing a win, trying to prove to 4-2. As James Grattan looks on, 1 to come here from Jamie Cooey.
Facing 2, he needs a draw to the 8-foot.
I got Max.
Well, he just threw a draw on the last end, was that little bit heavy and needed to be a lot more precise, needed a piece of the button. This one is the 8-foot.
Jamie out of the Yellowknife Curling Center with David Aho and Shad McLeod, Cole Parsons, as he's been grooming a bunch of these youngsters from the north. And nice draw there. So keeping it close, up by 1 now as they go back and forth over on sheet D.
Okay.
That'll keep our shooter there. Don't mind like a firm normal. Or we can just throw peel.
Yeah, I like that better.
Okay.
I do too.
Just a little low.
So red onto yellow onto red. And that's possible because that guard slid in tighter than PEI wanted it to be.
Whoa. Jeff. Hard, Jeff. Hard, Jeff. Sit. Sit down, sit down.
Spinning, spinning. And they'll hang on for second and third shot stone.
Yeah. Well, he opened it up a bit, but it is still PEI that is shot. Just trying to get it to curl a little bit more, so it would have hit the yellow onto the red and not moved the back stone.
Kenny's asleep.
Yeah.
All right. All right.
What do you think, boys?
Thinking about around.
It's okay.
What?
You want to go around or you want to try to hit and roll in there?
I don't mind hitting action.
Yeah, it's Jose Fergus.
So timeout's been called.
What do you like?
My first call is back 4.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, but the thing is, I can make the double, get to the top 4 anyway, right?
I don't know if their coach Ken Sullivan knows the timeout's been called, but you heard the comment, Kenny's asleep right now with timeout in session.
That's why we're having the timeout. Yeah. Where's the coach?
There you go.
I think the sound is
He just waved. He's not getting up. That's amazing.
Waved at them.
Good luck, boys. I'll be over here if you need me.
What's your first up, You know what? No, it's 50-50 for me.
Talking about playing the double and rolling under.
So if we go back 4, he goes smash, he could be line 3.
Yeah.
So that tells me
yeah,
it's the hit.
Probably the hit. Sounds good.
What do you think, Wade, for Wade in?
Control?
Just.
Ken is not
somewhere
paid by the
between
mile.
there.
That's amazing.
Oh, I'm going to get it.
That's so good.
Thing is, if I knows that,
sitting
he
by
throws
Jules
the double,
Ochar.
right?
Well, you can, Brian, you don't have to hit this. You can roll here.
Yeah, okay.
Right? You did, yeah.
That's that strong silent tape of coaching, Kathy.
Brian Cochrane, as he came down, was given the hands up.
On coffee.
You guys stop bothering my coach.
That's awesome. Oh, how good is that?
So they talked about the double. They talked about the hit and roll.
Control here. Yeah. I'd like to get some kind of roll here.
And they talked about the draw. Their concern with the draw is that because a piece of that red stone is hanging out, they feel that Gushue's got the opportunity to make a double and score 3. So this is the hit.
You ever do that when you've coached Kathy juniors? Just give the wave and salute?
Running down the ice.
Brian Cochrane clips it, just misses that yellow back 12. He'll roll, and PEI line 2.
Okay, good shot.
Move just a hair more than I thought it was.
Hit and roll, we're probably right there, and he wraps it. I think we got a draw, to be honest.
Okay. You play the in-turn?
In-turn or out-turn. Yeah. Yeah, he does that.
Yeah, I know,
we got to be
that's what-
buried behind the red.
Yeah. You can get there with the out.
The other option, if we want to make sure we score, is probably just do this. But what do you like?
I don't know, yeah.
I mean,
nothing's great. Nothing's bad.
Yeah, you do that, then he goes right there, and then it's a tough score. I think here he's hitting it, but
You ever just...
where are you sticking it? You might be able to stick it onto that. That's probably.
You could also hit it. You'd also play like the run double. I don't know if it's a great call. I just don't see anything else great. Like,
yeah.
Run double, you're probably leaving the shooter right there.
Probably, yeah.
eh?
Even if I did that,
but if
he's still wrapping it around. I think if you're playing it, you probably see if you can play it to stick onto this. And worst case, you just
I
pick
don't
that
mind
off.
like you're like whatever else you're seeing too. I don't.
Well,
mind.
the options are there.
I don't think that's. I don't love
Or
that.
or I don't think we're ever playing this because I think you're coming behind the tee line. Or that. But the problem is, if I did that and then he did this, then we're still in the same predicament. Yeah. I kind of like this. Try and stick it right onto that.
Man.
You just got to squeeze that 4. Even if I did that.
Yeah.
Or this.
Half, be close.
Yeah, that, if we touch that, it's...
Yeah.
So they've elected to play this
I think
run.
Other than sticking it there, the best option is getting that 12-foot rock off.
Yeah.
Maybe, but at a minimum, you clear the top one. The concern is if you hit this stone and you sit out here, the hit and roll is an option. They also know this whole discussion was based around knowing your opponent and feeling that wherever they put it, Brian Cochrane's going to draw.
Yeah, it's straight.
They talked about the hits. There's a guard and draw around it. They talked about hitting the shot stone and rolling to the wings a little bit, but they don't feel that they're going to be able to lure Brian Cochrane to play the hit. Many other teams this week would, but not this one. So you get rid of the guard, you get rid of one, maybe two if you hit it right.
Hard! Hard! Shooter, Jeff!
Brad Gushue running back, and he'll get the 1 PEI stone. Still shot stone, touching 4-foot, belonging to Brian Cochrane.
So Brian will split the house. And if he allows a stagger, there will be
Same
a
speed down here, boys.
double opportunity. And if not, Brad Gushue will have an open shot for the single.
Same speed.
Kathy, we talked about the weather outside the last few days, a ton of rain, warmer temperatures. Since we started, even from the wild card play-in game Friday, how much has, if any, draw weight changed?
Oh, well, it changed a fair amount yesterday afternoon and evening, depending on where you were throwing. I thought, in particular, sheet D on the outside in the afternoon. There were some spots that on the far outside were getting really tough. This morning it's back to what it's been, which is about a 15 or a 14-8 between hogs.
Good sweep, guys.
And where sweeping really makes the difference, as it did there. So no double, playing the nose hit for the single.
Good shot.
So nice force from Brian Cochrane. Good draw weight, no double available.
What do you think of that ice for board? I'd say board weight, anything on the minimum side.
Yeah, you're going to get a little curl on this.
A little bit more. Yeah.
Yeah.
So nose is fine to pick up a single and lead by 3 after 5. And that is pretty good. 13-0. Brad Gushue at the Brier versus Prince Edward Island in this Battle of Eastern Canada.
Yep. Same weight as last night?
Yep.
So final stone on the way.
Hard, Jeff.
Hard, Jeff.
Hard, guys. Gotta go. Hard for peace.
Help him.
Hard.
Wow, this is really starting to break, Kathy. They got to go to hold this. It is curling. It is curling hard. He might miss entirely and does. Didn't see that coming. Brian Cochrane steals 2 out of nowhere.
I think so.
It's 5-5 after 5. Yeah, it feels good to steal.
The 2020 Tim Hortons Brier is brought to you by New Holland, proud sponsor of Curling Canada.
On the shores of Lake Ontario and on the Wolfe Island Ferry, making the trek to the Thousand Islands, or I believe is where they make Thousand Islands dressing, Kathy.
I don't think so.
Might have made that up. That's actually a lie. I totally just made that up. These are true. These are the numbers after 5. We promise they're accurate.
Well, there is no difference in the front ends, no plus to any player, so very equal coming in. Both players, Newfoundland and Labrador, with a plus so far, but after that last shot by Brad Gushue, the numbers between Brian and Brad are closing. That's why we've got a tight game.
The numbers after 5 are brought to you by AGI, Equipment and Technology Solutions for Agriculture. As Brian Cochrane stealing a pair as we're tied up at 5 in our feature.
The 2020 Tim Hortons Brier is brought to you by Home Hardware. Here's how. By Tim Hortons, the official coffee of Curling Canada. And by Cashmere Bathroom Tissue. Nothing feels like cashmere.
Big chance here to get right back in it. Get by, did, bang, and there they are.
Final stone, Jason Gudlickson. Run it back, bang the red, clip it. Oh my God!
Oh, and away it goes.
Final stone on the way. Just gotta move it, that foot. That is a lovely touch shot. Jamie Murphy. And that is our feature this afternoon. Jamie Murphy, 3-3. Jason Gudlickson looking strong to improve to 4-2 as he's on the ice right now and leading. TSN 1-3-4 as Vic, Cheryl back in the booth, Russ, Kathy Gauthier, they'll have you covered. And that is a critical game for Jamie Murphy, basically a must-win. Because if he loses that opens the door for Northern Ontario. Brad Jacobs taking on Nunavut. Later on today, top 4 move on from each pool to that championship round of 8, which begins tomorrow. Same story here for Brian Cochrane and PEI. hoping to keep his hopes alive, and that steal of 2 certainly helped in a 5-5 game, and that steal came out of nowhere, Kathy.
It did, and you know, as Brad Gushue sat in the hack, they talked about the ice. He actually took more, feeling that it was going to curl with that softer weight, and it did. They talked about whether it grabbed. I'm not sure that it did. That's that
Probably
big
okay
difference
for
that he
this
talked about between board and
Roger.
hack weight. If you throw board, you'll get that straight before it
Mark's
catches
in.
the curl. With hack, it just goes.
Yeah, Mark's in. Line should be close. Yep. A little more. Hard.
Perfect.
Good shot.
That was a good shot, Jeff.
Yeah, put that in your coffee. Thank you very much. Corner guard. Nice shot from Jeff Walker. As we saw Jeff's wife, Laura Walker, making her Scotty's debut, skipping Team Alberta. And you talk to, you know better than anyone, you watch your loved ones play, and he says, man, it's way easier playing myself than watching somebody compete, because it's out of your hands.
Oh, line's good.
It is. You always feel on the ice that you can add something, you can do something, and you don't have a chance to get nervous because you're busy sweeping, as these are. But for Jeff, watching Laura, it's tough because you just want success from the people that are the closest to you.
Good sweep.
Wow, first multi-point steal allowed for Team Gushue since 2017 to the Northwest Territories and Jamie Cooey, but if I recall, that 2017 year worked out just fine.
Yes, I don't know that they're going to pack their tent by any means, but it does reflect how stingy this Newfoundland Labrador team is with steals. They play it smart. If they have to give up one, they give up one, but shows how rare it is for a miss like that would give up a couple.
Cooey would win that game, but Gushue would win what mattered the most, that Brier tankard at the end of the week.
I don't think so.
All right, updates continue. The update on the left side of your TV screen at home. Sheet D, New Brunswick, Northwest Territories. And speaking of Jamie Cooey, he's taking on James Grattan.
Wow!
One to come from the skip from Oramaktu.
Chance for 2.
Keep going.
Trying to carve it over. Avoid the jam. Stick the shooter. Well done. And it's Jimmy the Kid trying to turn back the clock here and make that championship round 5-4. New Brunswick leads after 6.
The thing just stopped with the new pebble there.
Oh, no pebble.
You think we can get over here? Yeah. Or do you just want to do that? What do you like? I don't mind a hit and roll for now.
I think you can make either. It's tougher to make the other one. It's your rock.
Okay.
So you want to roll. The question is, do you roll just a little bit to go underneath the center, or can he roll far enough to get underneath the corner guard? Does not want to get caught in the middle, and that allows PEI to come through the hole, make the hit, and probably make a roll.
Good weight. Good weight.
Jeff.
Hard, Jeff. Hard. Whoa.
And the jam, back 12. Shot still no Newfoundland Labrador.
Okay. A little less.
Almost the same thing.
Pack.
Just down a
A little less to say, I think.
Okay, just
a hair.
a little bit.
Just a hair.
BC a 3-2 advantage over Team Yukon. Thomas Scoffin. Both those teams at this point playing for pride at this year's Brier.
Almost the same.
Brier next year, though, over to the west part of our country, out to British Columbia and Kelowna, BC. And the Scotties in Thunder Bay, Ontario.
Well, there's the jam back, and not only is it a jam, but now it is the Newfoundland Labrador stone at the back that is shot.
Might be best just to do this. Sure. Or do you think we can get over here?
I think that's a
Yeah.
Okay.
Even if I get to the hole.
Well, I don't want in the hole.
The roll away is great, is it not?
If we can roll there, I don't
Play
mind
that.
trying it.
Play that.
Okay.
Four bait, guys.
Yeah.
It's good. Same weight. Whoa! Jeff!
Whoa! Whoa!
Hard, Jeff!
This is tracking.
Yeah, I was going to say for the roll, this is, I think, plan B.
Sit.
Should be good.
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 All right, so the roll they wanted, staggering those two shot stones.
That's good. You time that at all?
I was worried, Kathy, coming down that was going to
It
jam
was
for a
hanging
moment.
out for sure. And that's just the weight you heard them saying, just that little bit extra. But it does finish up hard.
This is reminiscent of the blank that Brad threw a couple games ago. It's a blank 9 and take hammer into 10 against Northern Ontario.
Whoa! Whoa! Whoa, whoa, whoa,
Ian McCauley able to roll it in.
Throw.
Not sure if that is shot stone.
And Brad seems to feel that they are.
Okay. So Newfoundland Labrador line 1.
Speed here.
Just
Little.
Yeah.
Same speed or a little quicker.
I think it's the same in this path.
Okay.
And even if
bite the
Mark comes
forefoot.
down and decides later that it is the PEI stone that is shot, going around now, can always worry about hitting that open stone later. You know that PEI at some point is going to go around, so beat them to it.
Lots.
Could be
Unless he
true.
took some off. Got lots of Clean. weight.
Line's a little tight.
Like back 4.
Back 8.
Back 8. Took a little off.
Yep, gotta go.
Back 4.
Gotta go. Coming down nice.
Whoa! Still behind T though.
You're by, but we're gonna be wide open
Right
in the
behind
hole
T.
here.
Whoa. Whoa.
back button. Oh, wait.
That is a hard kick, eh? I think it's that side. It's just, there's pebble or frost there somewhere, and it just grabs it. Did the same thing the marks at my hit did.
Brad's talking to alternate Jeff Thomas and coach Jules Ocher, who's coached pretty much everybody,
Play hack if you
me
want.
included, a million years ago back at the Northern Alberta Institute of Technology in Edmonton at Nate. Couldn't do much with me.
I was going to say, and yet he continues to coach.
Not a miracle worker, obviously.
Jules has supported and helped so many young men and women to pursue this passion that he has for this sport.
Forward.
And that's all volunteer.
Oh.
Trying to get through the hole and roll behind the corner.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Through the hole, no problem. Could have probably made the double if they wanted to, Kathy.
Could have.
Nice throw. Good throw.
You going for the double? There's a fair bit of that gone.
Yeah.
Just to the hack.
Yeah.
Little light.
Yep.
Little light.
Yep. Really hard. Really hard, guys. Hard not to nose it hard. You gotta go hard, guys.
It's all over the front, trying to make sure that they roll it off.
And all of a sudden, rocks are piling up in the house for Prince Edward Island.
Kicking hard and let him go.
Yeah, I'm there.
No, it doesn't.
That's pretty steep.
Okay.
With a win, Jason Gunlickson, Team Manitoba, will ensure at the very least
Outside
a
normal?
tiebreaker game, but he'll be
Ours is
looking really
clearly
good to
good.
make
Yeah,
that
ours was
championship
shot.
round
That's
if he
why
can
I was
hang
so
on
mad.
here. And this is a hit for two, Kathy, so really a chance to solidify this win as Jason Gunlickson settles into the hack. It'll be a hit for two.
On a big 2 points for Jason.
On normal.
gonna curl.
At a time at this Brier where the ends get so complicated and mentally you get so exhausted as a skip thinking about all of the shots and angles, pretty nice to have a 6-point edge.
It's a little wide, Curly, for my out turn.
Yeah, he's made a statement and some noise in his Brier debut.
I mean, I think if we have a nice guard here, he's going to run it back.
Hey. Where you going? I like it.
Just guard this one over
Yep.
here.
Got it.
Yep. Looks like a lot of ice to me.
Yeah, same speed.
Looks like a lot of ice.
Yeah, you can take a little less.
So guarding shot stone is the plan.
That's heavy.
Yep. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Right off, Morgan, don't touch.
Where is it?
3, 4.
Tight, really tight.
Real tight, real tight.
Oh,
Really tight. Whoa,
coming
whoa,
down
Morgan.
now.
Whoa,
It's
whoa,
over
whoa.
curling.
Just leave.
Coming down
Don't
now. Over
touch it.
curling.
Don't touch
Clean it.
Whoa,
Clean it.
whoa,
yours,
whoa,
Over
whoa,
curling.
whoa.
You'll see a lot of hand movements from Brian, and part of that is sharing down to Ian because he threw at what he feels that he's got for weight. Can't yell the distance down, but he can signal to the person calling line in the house where things are
I don't
at.
think so. You take this on.
Yes.
The other option's there. Then you do that for 3 when he guards.
Or you draw for 2.
You like
Well, no, I'm just saying if you don't get
Oh, you
shot.
don't get shot, yeah.
I don't mind trying this.
You make that, Kathy.
Third of
the
a
reward
rock.
is
Third,
real
like out of
nice.
the freeze, whatever you
Yeah.
like. Yeah.
Talking about that thin double, and he would leave his shooter partially covered underneath if he's able to make it.
One common thread in this game that stands out is you think in one end a team that has the advantage, all of a sudden that advantage is gone a rock or two later. It's been something.
Third of a rock? Third of a rock?
I think so.
Yeah, I think it's close. It's top 8, right? So, yeah.
So 3 red stones could fly here when all is said and done. And a chance to lie 2 if this is made perfectly. Brad Gushue, his first here in 6.
Whoa. Brett. Hi, Brett.
Brett Gallant trying to get that curl.
Hi, Brett.
Carve it over for his skipper. And a little too thin, and away goes his back yellow. My goodness.
Shoot.
The red stacking up against the team from the rock.
I'm not sure if he was full or just had too much ice, catches that too thin, and talked about the potential for 2 or 3. Well, that's gone.
If you go there, you might throw into it. If you go there, he's
Well, if I leave this hole, he just comes to that, right?
out turn though. Yeah. Okay. Yep.
I mean, you can't take both.
You can't take both away.
You go there.
You go. Yeah, you go there. He goes out turn.
I think we go there. I like this, Ian.
A little sweat.
So not looking to guard, looking to block off that
Can't
front
do both
path.
here. Like, I'd rather make him throw in turn. This is the way it's been going today. But if I go too far and think he might throw the in turn draw, then he'll just throw the out turn draw back to the backing.
Yeah. I like this. Put a top 12.
Now for Brian, somewhere in that top 12 area makes it not only a draw to the 4-foot biting the button that is required for the single for Brad Gushue, but he's also going to have to navigate himself around a couple of stones in the 12-foot.
Well, his kind of junked up and over curl.
Weight's good.
Weight's good.
Well, what? Lots of room. Lots of room.
12 foot. Just let it work. You're going to have to take it.
You have to go hard for line at the end.
Yeah.
Yep.
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 And that's on the brush of Morgan Curry.
Hey! Go hard. Go hard.
So a tap.
Sorry, Brian.
And they'll lie 4, but the button is certainly available here, the out-turn draw for Brad Gushue.
Other than that being in the paint, it did not achieve his objective to make this draw tougher.
Hey.
You're sliding pretty tight there. I should have let you go on it.
Darn.
6-10.
Oh, I know, but some of them seem to be jumping early. That's my only concern.
Kathy, you had said that obviously Brad has been playing great, made some brilliant shots, but if there's one thing he wasn't quite yet confident in your conversations with him, it was just feeling good, comfortable with draw at certain points of the game.
And we saw the numbers. They're really high, and he said the numbers are high. But the sliding surface is fast, and he said traditionally that would mean that I would be light if anything. But he said his tendency has been to be a little bit deep.
So a big draw needed here, final stone.
Fine. Not curling yet.
Drawing against
14.5.
4 here in 6. As Walker, Gallant, perfect.
Nice work, boys.
That is good.
Wow, there is no problem there, right on the pin. To the Tim Hortons button for his single as Gushue leads 6-5 over PEI.
The 2020 Tim Hortons Brier is brought to you by AGI, West Steel, Westfield, Batco, Nico, SureTrack, and more. We are AGI.
Welcome back to our feature game here in Kingston at the Tim Hortons Brier, PEI, and Newfoundland, Labrador. And you look at the scoreboard, 5-1 for Brad Gushue at one point. And then that steal of 2 really stands out in 5. And then the force. So here in 7, down by 1, but PEI with Hammer throwing the red stones. And as you saw on your screen, Marco O'Rourke, a nice tick shot. And Jeff Walker comes back and throws up another centerline guard.
Well, PEI very much settling into this game. Talked to Reddy about how it almost looked like they were a little bit unsettled early. Calling some hits and some draws and not seeming to have an event or a game plan, but they certainly do now.
Coming down now.
Mark with the most Brier experience on this team in his 12th Brier appearance. He won a gold at the 1989 Canadian Mixed Curling Championship in Brandon with Peter McDonald back in the day, and his wife Kathy made a Scotties final a few years back for PEI.
Okay, just a little more, like kind of similar to what I've been giving you.
Yeah. Well, a bit deep is Mark, and so that allows Brett to get in on top.
Back 4, guys.
Like to go a little.
Okay, so close.
T.
Line's
T-line.
good.
Wait,
Back
don't
4.
wait.
Might
Room.
Look,
Jeff's
like
in.
it's there to me.
Wait, Jeff's in.
Freeze it.
Jeff's in.
Wait's nice.
Just there.
Close, Jeff.
There.
Jeff.
Curl, baby.
Yep.
Yep. Good.
And that finished up actually pretty nice right at the end.
Good judge.
Yeah, it's one of those ones.
Every time we peek over, update sheet, left side of your screen, Kathy, 7th end, New Brunswick and Northwest Territories is James Gratton. He took a pair, and now Jamie Cooey trying to answer right back and get that lead back.
And it is an open hit, and this game very much is going back and forth. Going to be one of those games that he who has last rock in 10 may be the one to have the opportunity for the victory, and there's a 2.
There you go. So they're trading a lead back and forth. And New Brunswick trying to stay at 2 losses and get into that championship round tomorrow.
Make sure it's tight, guys.
A little light.
They need some curl.
Weight looks close.
Trying to be a guard, but trying to be tight. If you're a long guard, it's easier to wrap around for PEI, but if it's tight, it makes it much more difficult. Plus, it allows a run back if PEI is to go around. Interesting. Getting stopped short.
So you just saw the update for Team New Brunswick, now trailing by 1 to Jamie Cooey. 3-2. Top 4 move on, and tonight they will take on Team Wildcard. And obviously Wildcard impressive. They're already in. So is Saskatchewan. Matt Dunstone already in at 5-1.
Nice.
So at 3-2, it's really a must-win when you really break it down. Because even if you crawl into the championship round and you squeak in, but maybe not with a great record, that doesn't mean anything. You have to basically win out to try and make it to that final weekend.
Well, you and I have seen that at juniors because they've utilized that system for years before it started at the men and women, and it really does matter. That's what we keep talking about. You take your record with you. If you come in with 3 or 4 losses, you still have to be one of the top 4 at the end in order to make that page system.
Yeah.
And last year, 4 on the men's side was too many. Brendan Botcher as wildcard had 3 losses, and that was all you could afford to get into the championship weekend.
It's pretty good.
Be nice to bump this a little bit, guys.
Back 4. Top 4.
Yep, hard then.
Yeah, I agree.
Wait,
Top
oh, wait. Whoa.
T. Back 4.
Right to it. Pretty good.
You ever unlock it?
Brett, go. Brett. Right to it. Hard, Brett. Bump and rock. Hard, Brett. Hard, Brett. Go, 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 go.
Heard that comment, unlock them, and they will nicely.
Such great communication all the way down the sheet about where it's going. Do we unlock it? What's the weight like from the brushers to Brad, Brad back to the brushers?
Really nice throw.
Well said.
Top 4. Yep, hard then.
Yeah, I agree.
Wait, oh, wait. Whoa.
T. Back 4.
Right to it. Pretty good.
You ever unlock it?
Brett, go. Brett.
And then yes, bang, right there.
Right
Decision
hard,
made, away they go. Great shot, and well called by you as well in breaking that down.
Well, that's why this team is also so good. It's not only their shot making, it's that sort of communication. Not only where the weight is, but what the options are. And you make a lot more shots that way when that communication is good and clear.
Down.
Hard! Hard! Dandy.
Shot.
And an answer back from Ian McCauley. Shot stone, PEI.
Nice shot.
Yeah, I know. There's a lot of curl that we've even caught a couple times.
Right on the nose.
Yeah.
Same weight then, eh? Or
Same weight.
same weight.
For Mark to get to the nose, he'll tap it back a little bit. Might not be shot, but for Team Gushue without hammer, if they're able to just cluster in the middle, the pressure goes then to PEI, who will still be shot, but will be looking for a way to score 2.
No, back button.
Whoa, Brett. Brett,
Whoa,
we gotta
Jeff.
go. We got no line here, Brett.
Make the die a little.
Becky.
Time for an update
We're,
now, and that
this
update is
is
on the left side of your TV screen at home. Shide, Nunavut, and Team Manitoba. And for Jake Higgs out of the Iqaluit Curling Club at Nunavut, it is a draw for 2, and he is the Ontario import on this team from Strathroy, Ontario.
He's already lying shot, needs full 8, almost a bite of the forefoot to get that second point.
No, we're okay now.
Should be okay.
We're okay now. Nice shot.
He can tap his own. Not too far, though. I think that just held on, yeah. So 2 red.
2 red.
There you go, Skipper. A little bit of confidence. Obviously in a tough game, but picks up a pair. So 9-5, Manitoba leads.
Like that?
I was over here last time, eh?
Oh,
way
you're
over
here,
here,
right
right
here. Yeah. Okay. Let's go. Okay. Like that?
Same weight?
I think so.
Is it still going to curl that much?
No, I don't think so.
Okay, give me a hair less ice then.
Okay.
Hair less ice?
No more weight.
Well, this is very close to that spot that Brad Gushue did not make the hit.
Okay. Same weight.
Be interesting to watch the line and what it does, and does it curl that much, or did it in fact grab as they thought it may have?
That's the same ice. That's the same ice.
Weight's good.
Whoa. Whoa.
Here more.
Close. Yep.
I don't think it's any more.
Hard.
Any more to me.
Real hard, Mark. Lean on it.
This is exactly what Brad Gushue did, and he was inside out on release.
Look at that roll. And with hammer, PEI line 2.
Very nice outcome.
Oh boy.
As it gets closer to that line, it goes hard.
Threw that pretty good.
You did. Threw it nice. What was your weight there, you think?
Give me my 1.
And a tough day, too, for PEI. You talk about schedules.
Thinking hack.
They're going to wrap up against Alberta next in Red and Bottcher. So if they hope to make tomorrow,
That's what I'm
they got to
worried
knock
about.
off 2 of the favorites here.
Little less. Okay.
Looking for hack weight. And you heard Brad say, give me my 1. That's one of the biggest reasons Jules Ochar is a part of this team, to scout rocks and propose pairs for each of the players to throw.
Whoa! Jeff! Jeff! Yes! Hard! Hard!
As that stone makes its break by the guard. Trying to get it to curl up now. Tap, tap. And that is locked right on. Still shot
Very
stone.
good shot.
But
pretty good.
making it pretty tough now to score 2 here in 7 for Brian Cochrane.
It's good.
Really nice. Not a lot of room by that guard. And then as soon as they get by, trying to finish it even more.
I don't know, I'm asking you.
Gets one of them out and doesn't roll the shooter open. That is the key. Still on top.
Or here. And if he goes here, we go here. If he goes here, we go here.
Maybe if he hits that hard enough, we won't be shot.
So we're going to be shot. We're going to be right here.
Yeah, not if it rolls off.
It's going to hit this first, all right?
You want to throw a guard?
Hey?
You want to throw a guard? Is that what you're saying?
No, peel the guard. You can go here if you want. This is probably a good shot. What's he going to do if we go here? We can go here, but this is a safer shot. As long as we don't move this.
What's he do if you rip the guard?
That's what Ian's call was.
What's he do if you rip the guard?
Well, he can pick out the back one. What would we do that for? He could pick out.
Okay. That's good there, though.
Oh yeah, we rip the guard. He can pick that out. Then we can double this in. Right here,
okay.
Yeah, I could set this up though.
Just set it right there. Just set it right here.
So then he hits that.
Well, he can't.
Okay. You don't want to go there though.
No. We can go here.
And you don't want to bounce.
No, we can't go there. We gotta go right here.
You don't want to bounce the back one either.
No, right here.
So they're electing to come down to the stone in the back.
I'm not sure this is the right shot.
So here's ideally where they say they want to be. The challenge is that in order to be shot, you're very, very close to your own.
We don't want to bounce the back
and you wind up ticking this stone sideways. That doesn't help you a whole lot. So trying to figure out what will Brad Gushue do.
Wait, the same?
Yep.
Say you didn't throw. What would your opponent do? Because that's the thinking process. Well, if your opponent's going to tap their yellow stone onto the red shot stone, then you might want to play something to protect against that and use your last stone to score your second point.
Clean, clean!
Yep!
Hard!
Hard!
Go hard!
Play
Go hard!
Play the right! Go!
All they got here for Brian Cochrane.
Go!
Drag that stone in.
Nice shot.
And that curls up, and it is 1-2 right now for PEI with hammer and 7.
That's a nice shot.
Gee, they take
Tap, tap. On ours. A little risky if it lines up bad.
What are you saying, sir?
If we tap, tap ours with like back 8, stay a hair high, this chips out a little bit. Makes that one count. Right? Lines up poorly for us, so we're in trouble.
If it bounces this out, he's going to have the same shot here a little easier for 2. Right now, we can sort of have them forced, don't we, to 2? I mean, I know
Force them
it's
to 2?
but, well...
Yeah, because if you don't move that much, you have the same shot for 3.
You're giving the same shot, if not easier, for 2.
At least he's got to make it, though, guys. I don't like just conceding 2. The other option is trying to get to here, and...
You don't tap it far enough.
Mind that.
What? You're not tapping it further away from the button, though.
Well, if you can get as far to the inside as we can.
No, I don't think so, Brad.
I think you can. I think it's close.
Disagree. I don't think you can, because it's getting...
All right, so as Team Gushue chats it over, let's use this opportunity to go over to Sheet D, New Brunswick, Northwest Territories. Great game so far. Back and forth, 6-5. Jamie Cooey leads.
Right there, something, no.
And right now, shot stone belongs to the Northwest Territories, and 1 to come from James Grattan.
And just making sure that you see that guard in the Tim Hortons Cup. Otherwise, you might be thinking, why isn't he hitting it on the outside for 2? That shot stone just hit and rolled by Jamie Cooey on his final. It is shot, and it is buried. So this is the force. Needs full 8-foot.
Yeah! Hard, boys.
And a big scrub here the entire way.
Hard! Come on, get going. Go, 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 go,
Trying to drag it in there for
Eddie.
James Grattan. And
I think he did.
Maybe just enough.
Told you light, though. Yeah. It's not close.
James Grattan, Paul Dobson, Andy McCann, Jamie Brannon. And yeah, they're going to call for a measurement. We'll keep you posted. No surprise. What a tight game that has been. Every time we peek over, back and forth. All right, Kathy, in our feature, so a lot of conversation for Team Gushue. They got 1 to come without Hammer here in 7.
What are you throwing?
Back line.
Yeah.
So trying to tap yellow onto red.
Yeah. I like that.
Yeah,
And tapping at an angle, you'll probably graze the second shot stone just a little bit to the left as you look at it.
So as of right now, it is PEI lying 2.
Just through.
It's good.
Where? Just through.
Back line. Just
Whoa! Brett. Yeah, you gotta go.
Hard, Brett.
Just through.
This has to curl up.
Hard, Brett.
Hard.
There it goes.
Hard.
Now it makes its move. So tap, tap, red back, and I think it's still
I do as well.
2 for PEI with 1 shot to come.
Didn't touch it?
Didn't touch it at all.
You think?
So the measurement continues now the second time. Micrometer is out, and the measurement for New Brunswick and Northwest Territories trying to figure out, is it 1 with Hammer for New Brunswick or a steal of 1 for Jamie Cooey?
Just there. Go one more time, please. One more. All right.
Just short of the 2 there. Yeah.
Okay, so got to do it nice and slow to have a good look, get a good read, and the same now to the red stone belonging to James Grattan. And I think it's yellow.
Wow.
Yep. So a steal. So that shot you talked about, Kathy, with Jamie Cooey's final stone hit, rolled into that bucket, good enough for a steal of 1. And remember, we've told the story, New Brunswick. I mean, it's not a must-win per se, but really it is if you hope to get to that championship round. In our sheet, you saw it was just thrown away, and that's fine for Brian Cochrane. They'll take 2 and pick him a pair, giving Brad Gushue a good run here in our feature this morning. Welcome back to Kingston at the east end of Lake Ontario at the beginning of the St. Lawrence River, and we're about to begin this. Electrifying highlights, shocking finishes, everything in between. Get your brackets ready. NCAA March Madness returns Thursday, March 19th. Catch every game live, all tournament long, only on TSN, presented by Expedia. As we have another great crowd for our morning draw this Wednesday at Leon Center. Some kids enjoying the curling. I think those are Slurpees.
I don't know, but it's cold outside and you're drinking cold drinks. Have a coffee.
Nice.
They're a little young for coffee, probably, though, Kathy.
Decaf.
Let them have Slurpees.
All right.
Not only that, I'm learning that the Wolf Island Ferry to 1,000 Islands I was right again. Apparently, they actually did make the dressing there on the American side. So I've been told. Can't really confirm that either, to be honest. But
well, this game momentum has most definitely switched to PEI, feeling much more comfortable with this type of play. Rocks to the middle. We saw that yesterday. Now, we talked at the after 5 numbers. There was very little to choose between the front ends, a couple percentage points, but the shift earlier was Gallant with a couple percentage points better, and now you just saw that Morgan Curry's numbers are going up. Both numbers very, very strong.
Hard, Jeff! Hard, Jeff!
as the young man from PEI
Watch it, watch it.
fires it back, rocks are spinning, and at the end of that shuffle, it is still PEI shot stone.
Well, the cluster in the middle is gone. That's the good news. The bad news is that he drove one of the PEI stones behind the corner guard. But at least it is behind the tee line, something that Newfoundland Labrador can use. And because that other stone is wide open, looking to hit and stick and lie to.
And handshakes as we have a game that is officially concluded between Nunavut and Manitoba. Jason Gunlickson, another win. So guaranteed at the very least a tiebreaker to make that championship round, which starts tomorrow. And Gunner, big game to come. Jamie Murphy and Nova Scotia this afternoon.
Pretty good.
So a grouping of stones.
Get extra line right now.
With that roll by PEI, it's actually not the shot stone that is the issue. It is trying to get around the corner guard. It's not even about playing down to the stone. It's about being around the corner and second shot.
Hard, looks like. Whoa, whoa, needs to curl. Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, good.
Very nice.
Good.
Mark.
So big weight here from Ian. Drive it back. And he gets the one yellow to go and moves that Yellowstone shot rock back for readjusting the situation in the house.
Throw. Oh, that one, eh?
Well, again, very little. There was a plus to Mark Nichols in the first 5. Very even now.
Good speed here, eh?
You're going away, yeah.
Okay.
Because of that even, meaning that Ian's numbers have gone up, Mark's have come down, and they've met in the middle.
We're good. I think we're there.
Trying to split the house. Brad taking a look at which guard might provide more protection, and it is the PEI stone that's covering a good chunk of the 12-foot.
It's not curling at all.
Yeah. It's trying.
Not curling. Probably want it even here, guys.
It's almost even with it.
Okay. Sit. Sit. Okay, good try, Mark. Good.
Very nice weight. Just didn't get the finish they were hoping to get.
I think it's okay.
Another hit here for Ian McCauley.
Whoa, whoa.
Tap.
Whoa, whoa.
9,
Never.
10, 9, 10, 11.
Trying to get to that stone just thrown by Mark Nichols.
He's got to curl up to get a piece, though. Try to play that little tap, and he'll move it, but not out.
No, that is definitely on.
Wow.
Over there again right now?
You can. You only got 2 shots left.
Yeah, you could lie 3 right now.
I don't
Problem
mind
is, we do this. We're piling them together.
Yeah.
What do you like, Brett?
I like the same shot.
Okay.
I mean, I think
He can't hit this and not give us a double, so he's got to play over there.
I like this, guys.
Lots of references to Brett Gallant. He will definitely go to him often if he seems uncertain. We showed that footage from the juniors where Brett skipped for many, many years before making the transition, coming to men's and stepping down in the order.
Guys, room!
Brett.
But still very much thinks like a skip, and so that's why often just getting confirmation or views.
Still needs a curl.
Line's real
Look at those numbers too, Kathy. Barely allowing, what, 4
Heavy.
points per game
Up 8.
and 7 today
No,
from
curl,
PEI
curl,
with some rocks and a few ends to come.
Curl.
But whatever, if you give up 14 and score 15, at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter, does it? Get the W's, find a way.
Good throw, Mark.
Nice.
You can see it.
It's just jams here, Loy.
I like this.
Yeah.
I was thinking maybe playing the hit there, but I guess I can't see the hit quite as much from down here.
No. I like this.
Speed's good here?
Yeah, speed's good. Just a little bump.
No, just freeze on the...
Freeze it?
Yeah.
Okay.
So you're going to freeze to the yellow behind
Yes.
the corner, Kathy?
Because the view is if you're able to freeze on that one, Brian, you take away 2 stones that currently belong to Newfoundland and Labrador, fully knowing that at some point Brad's going to make a hit on the stone in the middle
Good weight.
to lie 2.
Looks heavy.
Top 8. A lot of weight.
Looks
lot of weight.
heavy.
T-line.
Right off.
To your better. To your better.
Well,
And you saw Mark
Like 8
Nichols,
by
I mean,
12 even.
his did not curl up till the end, and this has got a lot more weight.
It's only with sweeping weight
This
that
might
you'll
be
get that
right through.
finish.
And it is right through. That is a,
It's-
wow.
It's quick there. It's quick there. Guess I just gave that push, eh?
I like this. You've thrown a couple peels down the middle as well, Brad.
Yeah,
Like,
So playing that nose hit now to lie 4.
I think ideally you want to hit it a little high and roll there and roll it into there.
Well, that was a tough one for Cochrane there, as we
Weight
have the
is
player
probably-
comparisons, Kathy, brought to you by New Holland, proud
Weight, that's
sponsor
gonna
of
be
Curling
okay
Canada.
Brad Gushue won the first half in terms of numbers,
was
but look
thinking
at those
closer
numbers
boards.
from
Looks
Brian
like board ice
Cochrane.
to
That
me,
is a full plus in this
What it was?
matchup. Brad Gushue, only one other game in which he did not outshoot the opposing skip, and that was in his loss to Brendan Botcher of Alberta in draw 5.
But throw those numbers out the window.
Heavy
He makes
board.
this
Big.
nice
Little
and
big.
has a chance
Yep.
to score
Yep.
3 or 4 in this 8th end.
Little hard. Whoa! Yep. Hard.
Gets some much needed momentum in
Yes,
what's been a weird game.
Whoa. Whoa. Yep.
Rolls.
Tap, tap. 1, 2, 3, 4 in the house for Newfoundland and Labrador with hammer here in 8.
As good as we can do, I think. Yeah.
And he rolled that back one so that the double is a little bit trickier.
still 3, right?
Huh?
Still 3.
Still 3.
You could do this. That could be 2. That could be just 2.
It's all time.
So PEI their second time out.
You couldn't go
And I
here,
think
could I?
Ken Sullivan's coming out.
That's 3. I don't see any way not giving 3.
What are your options, Ian?
You go there, 3. That's 3.
Yeah.
That may not be.
I think you got to go freeze lid and hope for the best on that.
I think you gotta go right here, Brian.
Might be the best
Just
one.
a hair high.
I'd get as close to
just overthrow
nose
that
to,
one, or
close
is
to
that
nose
getting
as
quicker?
possible.
Yeah,
I
but
think.
then he can pick us through the hole, right?
Yeah, it's got to be welded, really.
Well, I mean, if you play
I think
that,
that's coming in
this
here,
one,
even if he does.
it's 3 anyway, right?
Yeah.
So if there's no way to not
Well,
give
this-
up
this
3,
is-
then
this-
play a double and give him 3.
This might be only 2. Or
This
1.
might be only
This
2.
is a possible.
2 or 4 or 5.
2.
5.
Yeah.
I'd get like 15/16 of that freeze on this side right there is ideal.
But he's still with the house.
I think it comes into
but
here.
Yeah, he might have to hit half rock. You're right. Yeah, I guess.
No, I think the freeze is dead on.
Okay.
Dead on to high. Well, not even dead on.
10 seconds left in their timeout.
Because I don't know what high does. I mean, it goes right through the hole anyway.
Even here, Brian's pretty good. Actually, right there's pretty good.
Make the shot, guys.
It's not bad.
Yeah.
I like the dead freeze.
Dead freeze.
Okay. Okay.
Well, this is the all or nothing shot.
How far you want to go here?
They had talked initially about playing this double. Now your shooter is going to roll, and it's probably going to roll over here, but then he may have to hit and stick around. Even if it rolls out, there's your 3. They talked about could hit and roll in this area. That's another option actually they didn't talk about. They talked about freezing the back one. I'm not sure what that gets you, but this is the call for either you score 1 if it's absolutely perfect, or you give up 4 or 5. And these rocks are lively.
Weight's close.
Weight's good. Weight's good.
Line's
good. Line's good.
Well, the game in his hand right now needs a perfect shot. Brian Cochrane here at 8, a game saver. No room for error.
It's right there.
Whoa, whoa.
Yes! Yes!
Got to hold the angle, try and lock it on. And that shot's stolen, but that is wide open, and that is big trouble. That could be a hit for 5.
What's the low for?
Stupid goddamn.
No, I know he's frustrated, but my goodness, I mean, what do you do? There was not a lot of options there.
Yep. Yeah, I'm good with this.
Are they being cute here, Kathy, and trying? Are they just going to rip it and?
No, it's going to get just off nose.
Just off nose, hit it, boom, take your 5.
You bet.
Well, at one point, it was a 5-1 lead for Newfoundland Labrador in the early stages of this game.
Normal.
4 points and 2 ends for Brian Cochrane. He battled back.
Hard! Yes! Hard! Yes!
But to change the game, here at 8, final stone, Brad Gushue. Bang, red goes, and there is 5 on the board for Newfoundland and Labrador. And handshakes. Game over. At least we thought game over. They were shaking hands, and it looks like the game will continue. Maybe just a handshake for a job well done and a good end, I suppose. Regardless, that's 5, and that is a big lead now. 11-7 for Brad Gushue. Welcome back to Leon Center. This is home to the OHL's Kingston Frontenacs on a 7-game road trip. Their next action is here on Friday, March 13th. They'll take on Hamilton. Been great to take over their ice surface, curling surface, Tim Hortons Brier. And the winner of this year's championship will be Team Canada in Glasgow, Scotland. That begins on March 28th. So the game does continue here at 9. We thought there'd be handshakes. It looked like we did have one handshake.
We did.
But it appears that we will continue the game. So lead stones on the way as Brad Gushue has really broke this game open now. 11-7 lead over PEI. Update time, left side of your screen for viewers at home. Sheet D, New Brunswick, Northwest Territory, 7-5. Jamie Cooey leads. And again, a must make here for New Brunswick and James Grattan.
Yep. He's facing 4. This game has been very much the team without Hammer, putting a lot of pressure on the team with.
And Grattan, boom. Good shot. Right on the nose for a single. So coming home in 10, Jamie Cooey up by 1 with Hammer.
On our feature sheet, a very nice soft weight by Brett Gallant to get behind that guard and remove the PEI stone.
So, Kathy, both these teams right back on the ice. Newfoundland Labrador will take on the young Quebec team. Eric Bedard. And as mentioned, right back to work for PEI as well. And they'll face Brendan Botcher team, Alberta.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
So the hit game obviously on now for Newfoundland Labrador. Just make all the red go away as soon as possible.
You bet. And if PEI were to freeze into those stones, you can expect that Gushue would be running that and not worried about keeping his own around. Trying to eliminate stones.
Oh, jeez, that's the easiest double we've had.
And it's been that kind of morning. It really has. You know, that sort of sums it up, doesn't it? All right, update time sheet. See Yukon and British Columbia in a 3-3 tie. And it looks like Jim Cotter's got a chance to break this game open.
Oh, close. Easy then. Further out, guys.
Line's good. Not curling, guys.
Here's Steve Laycock, who is the skip, and Jim Cotter,
that time's
the fourth
heavy
stone thrower. And you see as the house comes into view, he's lying 2.
Needs to stop.
Oh, man.
2.
And you feel for him. Just hasn't been his week. Not the Jim Cotter we used to see, who's very sharp with some great draw weight. But it is 2, and they're up 5-3 coming home against Team Yukon.
Peeling off the top stone.
Nice throw, Mark. Beauty.
Not even trying to flirt with that second stone, just a clear peel.
So trying to use those stones in the house as guards now and go around everything.
Trying to bury behind everything, so to use those locked yellow stones in the house as guards and get to the back 8 foot.
Can't be through.
We're not through.
Back in here. Back here.
Back 8. Here, me.
Just mark. Just mark.
You can see that that's a short run double for PEI if they need to on their final stone. So trying to get back.
Keep going. Keep going.
Nice shot.
Nicely done.
And from the hack mark, you can probably see at least half of that stone as he plays the out turn peel.
Real good, Mark.
Yes, sir. Way it goes.
Shot. Good throws. Thanks.
It's the right idea.
There's 2 best of the week, I'd say, on the peels. What's that?
Just didn't curl enough for Ian the first time, so I'm not sure if he's planning on throwing a little bit less weight or they took a little bit less ice just to get it fully buried.
You know, and we're getting, Kathy, that part of the week where things really get exciting. We figure out who the contenders will be, who pulls away rather from the field. And you look at Team Canada, Kevin Cooey as a skip, 4 Brier titles. As a skip, he can win his 5th at this championship. Randy Furby has the most all-time with 6, 4 as a skip. And for the guy on the ice right now, Brad Gushue, 2. He'd love to win his 3rd as a skip as well. A lot of great storylines, a lot of former champions.
This is ice,
and we should have a real compelling finish to this year's Brier in Kingston.
Can we leave this half open on the T line here? Or just let him freeze in there?
Freeze at most gets 2. Which one?
Give me my 1. One more. If the line's good, go ahead and lock her on.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like it's being...
So playing to go down on top of that stone. Just buried by Ian McCauley.
Back 4.
T-line. Top 8.
Go
top
ahead.
4.
Yeah.
Where?
Top line.
T. You got room.
T. Wait's good.
Oh,
Yeah.
Top 4.
Line's good.
Line's good.
Line's good.
Just behind T.
T.
Freeze it.
How's the line?
Jeff's in.
Line. Jeff's off.
Go ahead.
Lock it on, guys.
Keep going. Yep.
whoa.
That's good.
Shot. Good.
He was pretty tight.
Well, the only positive, I guess, if you're Brian Cochrane, PEI, there's a lot of that 4-foot available and staggered rocks out front. He can try and manufacture the skipper's deuce here.
Well, you saw Brian running down the ice, and if you remember, he has already taken both of his timeouts, one in the last end, and there's the numbers that they have left to play an entire end without any timeouts.
Felt heavy.
Not heavy.
Okay.
Room.
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 Lots of room.
Room. Here it comes. Sweep it to the spot.
T-line.
Yep.
Really have to be shot rock here when it's all said and done.
Go ahead, boys.
His first and 9.
Hard, guys. Hard.
Oh, that's
It's got to go. It's got to curl, and that will be shot stone.
Nice weight.
That is well buried.
Can you get enough of that?
Yeah.
Looking at the
Timeout.
slash, and now Newfoundland
The other
Labrador
option-
using their
Clean-
timeout.
clean- Timeout. The other option is a clean pick.
I don't see what you're on. What for?
Clean pick, or we try and hit that 8 back
You got
in.
all the half. You want to pick it.
Well, I know, but a quarter rock is even dicey. Like, it's a
Well.
shave. What?
Well, you hit.
I think it's going to go.
Oh, I think so.
You just want the pick?
Like, yeah, and I mean, if you get it off the
Play it
one,
off the one. Yeah.
Oh, well, yeah, we just got to get it out counting this.
Well,
He might have a run.
Even if it rolls here, he's playing that.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, we may not lose this one, though, Mark.
True.
we can freeze again, and the most he gets is 2 if he draws the pin, draws the button.
Yeah, see that? Like,
Well, right now, the most he's getting is 2 anyway. If I hit this thick, this is gone.
Yeah, so whatever you're feeling, pick or the
Yeah.
draw, I like both.
Okay.
He's playing the pick. It'll be interesting when he sits in the hack and takes a look down to see how much he can see of it if he stays with this call or plays the in-turn draw. Looking to hit this very thin.
Yep.
Whoa.
Yep.
So after a timeout, milestone, Brad Gushue here in 9.
Hard.
Couple late scrubs,
Well done.
and the Reds disappear.
Good.
One more look.
Half. About an 8. Half.
Red goes easy. The bonus has the other red
Let's make this.
out of the house as well. So it's a draw
I just
for
saw it.
1
We got 3 this
versus
time.
3 here for Brian Cochrane.
It happens. Yep. Tight. Yep.
Line's tighter. Line's good.
He does have a
Line's
little
good.
bit of backing.
Weight's good.
Line's really good. Put her on the field. Whoa.
Wow.
That's good. Whoa. Whoa.
Good.
And
Thanks, guys.
Looks like red.
I believe it was
Thank you. Keep it going.
good enough for the single. Handshakes regardless. So that'll do it. Officially in the books as a win now for Brad Gushue in Newfoundland and Labrador. As the Gushue girls celebrate, as does the team.
Good playing, Brad.
11-8, your final.
Yeah, once I got a decent set of stones.
As Team Gushue and company. Wasn't the cleanest of
I think
games,
more than
but a
anything,
win
I think
is a
there's
win,
just
and
those
we'll
little
tell the rest of the
prospects.
story right after this. Welcome back to Kingston, located on the 401 highway right in between Montreal and Toronto. Site of this year's Tim Hortons Brier. Kathy, let's wrap up our feature with a game story.
Well, it really was the fifth end. Brett Gushue faced a wide open hit and Flash gave up a steal at 2. That changed momentum, but in 8 when the freeze over curls and Gushue gets the 5, that's really the story of the game. For Brett Gushue, though, with those numbers, not going to be happy.
The game story brought to you by Tim Hortons, the official coffee of Curling Canada. So, Brad Gushue winning our feature matchup. Let's move over now. Sheet D, and this is a critical game for James Grattan, New Brunswick, taking on the Northwest Territories' Jamie Cooey. Cooey leads by 1 with Hammer throwing the yellow stones, and you can see the heat on from New Brunswick lying 1, 2, 3, and I believe 4 as Aho has the brush down. I don't think there's a rock underneath him.
No, there is
4.
not. Well, and so indicative of every update that we've come to on this sheet with the last rock thrower and the color of that last rock thrower's stones having to always make some really big shots. This is trying to open things up. It just stuffs everything. Only thing he really did was remove the top biter.
Ooh.
Yeah, I like it. This side's just shade heavier, isn't it?
Another look as Jamie just trying to remove some red, give himself a shot.
Nibble top 4. Shade heavier?
To just score in this end. Jamie playing with David Aho and Shad McLeod. Cole Parsons out of the Yellowknife Curling Center. And for James Grattan, representing New Brunswick proudly once again from the Gage Golf and Curling Club in Oromocto.
Yeah, you got a minute.
James playing with Paul Dobson and Andy McCann and Jamie Brannon.
I like it. Just touching center, right?
Well, Jamie Cooey's thinking already about draw weight. We've not seen how tough his draws have been, but he's thrown 10.
I think so, right?
And he's 88%, so good numbers, but will likely be forced out onto the half of the sheet that is closest to the crowd that had the biggest issues yesterday afternoon and part of the evening when the ice fell victim to a little bit of some heat in the building.
Yeah, weight's close. Make this real good.
Line's great. All you. Looks like it's running.
Yeah, it is. It is a bit.
Tap this.
Yeah. Yeah. Yep. Go.
So he's going to try to go through the hole. This is the audible now, trying to tap to get a bigger part of the forefoot, make the draw harder.
Not too bad.
Working pretty good.
It's got a nose hit, but good audible. Had to.
All right, so timeout now for Jamie Cooey. Meantime, the one other game that was still on the ice is now a final as well as BC. Steve Laycock, Jim Cotter and company beating Thomas Scoffin and Team Yukon. So 6-3 final there.
It's not going to do much. I think you throw it and check it.
Normal right through it, right?
Yeah, don't need to bomb it.
Oh. I like nose hit for the win. Let's make it. We make it.
Where do you want ice? Like an inch of ice?
Well, with that tap, the challenge became that stone is sitting at an area where a nose hit not only gives you the double, but gives you shot over the other 2. But must make the double.
Clean it out of his hands, Dad.
Yeah, just have you clean here.
Don't want to power it up.
And all he can do now is watch as James Grattan, this was really a must win for a chance to play tomorrow, make the championship round of 8. He's got team wildcard later on tonight. So a chance to wrap up the win. 10th end, final stone, Jamie Cooey.
Hard shot! Keep going that way. You got it.
Trying to hold the line. Jamie Cooey, bang, bang. How far does that red stone spill? Got to get a little bit farther, and it is good for the win. Just as Jamie Cooey improves to 4-2 all-time versus James Grattan in that head-to-head matchup of skips. It was a great battle and a 2-point win. One more look.
Well, great brushing right from the get-go to keep it straight, and then talk about being on top of it and ensuring that every inch that he could move that redstone back, he did, and it was enough.
Assist to Shad McLeod, who had the broom down. He was pounding that rock And it's a game of inches and just stops in time. And a celebration and a nice win for Jamie Cooey out of the Yellowknife Curling Center. And that is a big blow for Team New Brunswick. So top 4 each pool move on, Kathy. Wild card, Saskatchewan, Alberta, Newfoundland, and Labrador. They punched their ticket. They're already in. We know they're in tomorrow, round of 8. Top 4 make it. So look at New Brunswick now, 3-3. Ontario, that 3-3 record as well. And on the right side of your screen, Nova Scotia, Northern Ontario. It's going to be a good battle. Northern Ontario has Nunavut later on today, and Nova Scotia, a big matchup versus Manitoba as well. And that is going to be our feature this afternoon. So lots to still be decided on this final day of round robin play as Jamie Cooey about to meet the media. And we'll wrap it up for you right after this here from Kingston.
The 2020 Tim Hortons Brier is brought to you by Purex Bathroom Tissue, soft and absorbent for over 95 years. The 2020 Tim Hortons Brier is brought to you by New Holland, proud sponsor of Curling Canada, by Tim Hortons, the official coffee of Curling Canada, and by OK Tire and BKT Tires.
It is our feature this afternoon and a must-win for Jamie Murphy, Nova Scotia, taking on Jason Gudlickson and Team Manitoba, 2 p.m. Eastern Time. TSN 1, 3, and 4. Vic Roeder, Russ Howard, Cheryl Bernard is back in the booth, Kathy Gauthier, all the coverage right here on TSN.
3 on Brian's first.
A loss for PEI and Brian Cochrane is Newfoundland, Labrador, Brad Gushue, another win as we get closer to championship weekend and the round of 8, which begins tomorrow. Thank you so much for watching our coverage here on TSN. It's the Tim Hortons Brier from Kingston.